What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Most Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, you know, just vibing out, enjoying our pre-show convos and getting to it and stuff like that. As I was bumping my Latin America, was heavy on the salsa today. Learned about you though, man. I ain't know you ain't authentic salsa. You more like the Tex-Mex, the Americana version.
Yeah, I didn't know what the hell you were playing there.
Yeah.
But I'm familiar with some dancehall hits.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that you hear on cruises and some Pitbull.
I was playing some Mark Anthony. I had the Deke was like, bro, I don't know what this is. I'm in here salsa. I'm like, you ain't heard this one? Or the one pachenga. Hey, Lil Willie Colon. He was like, nah, bro. But he give me all the dancehall. He give me the dancehall. So yeah, we came to the conclusion that Deke listens to like the Taco Bell version of salsa and Latin music, and I listen to like the real, like, Azteca, La Toteca type places, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I rock with it though, bro. It made me feel like I was on vacation, you know? It's cold as heck outside. It's snowy everywhere. So I just need to get to an island. Yeah. That's what I was feeling right now, man.
Sounds good.
Yeah, bro.
Sounds good right about now.
Yeah, it would be nice, man. Definitely be nice.
Well, it's the off season for me, so I can go.
Some of us still work right now. It's like it's still in the heart of it, the thick of it, as the road is continuing to narrow even more. Yeah, but I'm not all the way there. I'm still, it's got to be graceful.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you go on vacation,
gotta be graceful.
If you go to the islands right now, you might be jinxing some stuff.
Yeah, they got another snowstorm coming. This might be a thing. Yeah, they got another one. They're back on alert until I think tomorrow night at like 7:00. They got the whole emergency again. Another, I think 3 feet are supposed to hit them tonight until tomorrow.
You know what's gonna happen too. They're gonna keep the game on and they'll play through the snow, and we're gonna be pissed off.
Yep.
Oh, so you guys want to play through the snow to try to ice out Mahomes?
What you want to do this one for that
Okay.
one? All right, I see what's going on. I see, and they got it on the TV right now too. So
I think that's gonna happen.
He said the fix is in. I don't care what you see, the fix is in. And Jamie Carlo, I would never ruin Spanish music. All right. Deke said I sounded like Jennifer Lopez a little bit when I was hitting some of the high notes. Yeah, so I would never do that. All right, I'm skillful with this thing. All right, and I get that. In my mind, I'm like the most smoothest salsa guy out there. All right, the only person I can.
Did you actually take lessons?
No, I just watch Victor Cruz.
Okay.
Yeah, so
See how he does it.
shout out to Vic. You know what I'm saying? He would do it. So I'm like, all right, that's the homie. I'm gonna do the dance because he would do it. So I just tried.
Am I imagining things? Did AB ever do the salsa?
No, he twerked.
He did that.
He
was Monday night.
He was throwing that thing
opening
back.
night,
Yeah,
right? 2016.
Kirk Cousins.
Washington.
Yeah, he threw it back, man.
He had his what the hell was that one dance? Maybe it's like it almost looks like an iteration.
Oh, and he's like here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Of. That's the dance.
Yeah.
That dance.
That dance. I definitely dance you're referring to. Yeah, I don't think that was salsa. Yeah, that was not how it was explained to us.
Well, it looks like he maybe stole some salsa origins and threw it in there.
It's some similarities. There's always some similarities. Salsa is real hipsy, so you just feel like it's nice.
Right.
And then
Not like everything's not truly original. You gotta.
Everything's like an iteration or some type of like crossover. And you take what you've seen and create your own spin on it. No different. We talk, even us as musicians, talk drums, right? A jazz drummer versus a Latin drummer versus a rock drummer, a punk rock versus hard rock versus, it's all gonna have their different styles, but you still gonna see some similarities through them all.
Dave Grohl of Nirvana, I saw a TikTok or an Instagram reel with him talking about his inspiration or where he gathered his information for his drum beats on a lot of Nirvana songs, and it was from like 80s disco stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. I know for me, man, I would always draw from Jimmy the Rev? He was with Vince Sevenfold before he passed. That was one of my dudes. I'd be like, bro, everything you do, I want to do. You play that thing like that, I'm gonna play it like that too. Like, that was my guy. So I get it, bro. Definitely do, man. Now, we do got plenty that we're going to get into because I think we got a whole rack of supers from yesterday that we still got to tap into before we even start up fully into today. So that's going to be a vibe. Gonna have TG, pull up, talk to him a little while, man, as well. Be good. Because I get his thoughts on what took place on Monday night. Also, was it a conspiracy? And Deke can ask him about was it a fake slide or not. Yeah, just in case.
Sure.
You never know, right?
Sure.
You never know.
Yeah. Ask him about the future, too.
Yeah, man. So, got plenty we're going to get into. Absolutely. But I like the shirt. I told you when you came in, shout out to the OG, the Oakland Zoo, one time for the culture. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man.
Wish they were playing a little bit better.
Did they win yesterday?
No.
What did it end up being?
Lost by like 10.
Dang. If there's any consolation, JMU has lost twice now.
I'm not out here necessarily rooting for JMU to lose.
Oh, it's just a Bills thing. Wow, that's crazy. See, I thought it was just like it was anything that I represented you. It's like, oh, so it's just specifically them. Got you. All right. Fair enough. All right, dang, Deke. I didn't know it was like that. So I don't care about JMU. They could hope everything was well with them dudes. Yeah, but that Buffalo team, that's where we draw the line.
Unless JMU's playing Pitt, but yeah, I mean JMU's a neutral party in all this.
I thought Buffalo's a neutral party too.
They're
in all
not.
this.
Nah.
They just seem real neutral. Just yeah.
Being in the AFC the way that they are.
The way that they are.
Their fans' cockiness. There's just a lot of stuff.
Time
a lot of
out.
stuff at play.
Deke, time out, Deke, time out, man. Don't choose violence just yet,
that
man.
Jeremiah guy coming on back in 2019, guns blazing with his shitty takes.
Yo! We done went back to Jeremiah.
Yeah, there's history.
Yo! We done took it back to 18 the first time Deke got hostile with a guest. Yo. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, you did get hostile, bro. I respect it, though. That's when I knew. I was like, oh, yeah. He for real. He lived this. That man don't care. He does not care. He said, it's us or nobody else, all right? It's us. I got it, bro. I'm with it. I can get with that, man. Yeah, shout out to Deke, bro. Yeah. I do remember that, though. But, it feels official. It felt real official. I don't know why this game just felt like it really made it official. Like, oh, all right.
What?
I think the whole
Bills beef.
It just felt a little weirder.
I told you about it.
Yeah, it felt like it had a little extra on it this time. I will say that. It just a little. I don't know. Maybe it was the playoffs. Maybe because it was playoffs. Maybe it was because we was all feeling good about it. Maybe it's because the governor made the joke. I don't know. It just felt like it had just a little bit extra seasoning on this game. It didn't feel like the normal, they're just two cool teams, cool fan bases, it's all love. It felt like, oh, yeah, you want to know, you want to talk there? All right, well, we're going to let y'all really, you said we were soft. All right, I got you soft today. All right, well, we about to come here with these towels and choke you. It just felt a little different. I don't know. Maybe it was me. It just felt different this time.
Well, I was gonna say you probably got your feet held to the fire.
Yeah.
A little bit closer this time, right?
Yeah. It felt a little weird. I was like, ooh.
This wasn't just a Bills Steelers regular season game. It was like, all right, who are you gonna pick?
With higher stakes
who
too.
You choose?
With very high stakes.
Yeah.
Because for us, we're like, bro, you mean to tell me it's get through this and we got Baltimore again? You know how that mindset is. Yeah. So, I get it, bro. I get it. It just felt a little extra. It felt a little extra. If we could be fully transparent, I was like, yep. All right. I get it. Mm-hmm. But that is ultimately why, though, unfortunately, I can't go on vacation just yet as much as I would like to. So that's why I threw on my Rackman's t-shirt.
Are you going up this week?
No, I'm not. It was a game time decision. Honestly, I was heavily on the fence. We just made the decision today. Just made it today. Because I need a vacation, bro. I figured I want to be like, when next time I travel, I want to be somewhere where it's like sand.
I was going to say, are you going actually going on vacation?
Yeah, I'm not this week, but when we decided that was going to be the new focal point, I was like, yeah, we could table this. And then when they said it was going to be that snow situation again up there, I'm like, you know what, bro? We ain't got to do that one. And then Lil G gave me the out. So y'all know, shout out to them dads, right? I was looking for an out. So like any dad, you do your scouting. And wifey had already put the bug on my ear. Gray is anxious about this game because he loves Mahomes and Josh Allen. He's like, he don't want to see either one of them lose. Like, he's the type, like, if his guy lose, it breaks his heart.
So Mahomes now, He's in that. I thought he was on Burrow a little bit too. Josh, Pickett.
You know he's in this age group.
Who else? Kyler too.
Because it's the age group of TikTok, bro.
Sure.
If they're a dope quarterback and they get to watch him, or they're a dope receiver, that's why he loves a Justin Jefferson. He loves a George Pickens. He's like, yo, if you got a fire TikTok where they showing your graphics, he's on you, bro. Watch. I'm telling you, he's on you.
Sure.
So, you know, wifey's like, yo, man, I don't know if he really gonna want to go because he get upset, you know, if one of them lose, like it'll mess his whole mood up for the day. So she's like, yo, just think about it. I'm like, all right. So I done took that nugget with me. I'm like, dang, how do I get me a smooth way to get all the way out of without feeling soft? So I asked him earlier today. I was like, yo, G, man, we got Bills and Chiefs, man. Taylor Swift, you know, you trying to go up to the game this week, man. What's up? He's like, Dad, I just don't know, man. I just don't know if I want to see them lose. I was like, you know what? I kind of agree. It could be tough to watch either one of them lose in person. I'm with you. We don't got to go if you don't want to. He's like, yeah, Dad, I kind of want to stay home there. And I was like, you know, I think it's a great idea. And then after that, I did my diversion of, what does a beach vacation sound like, though, guys? Like, would that be fun there? It's like, oh, yeah. So now that's like the new energy in the house right now.
That's
so
great.
It was a smooth little transition, but G gave me the out so I don't feel like I'm being soft because of the weather. It's because my son he doesn't want to witness either team, either of his players, because he's not a Chiefs fan, but he likes Mahomes. He's like either of his guys losing. So out of respect as a dad to his son, I will make that sacrifice and I'm going to stay put this weekend. I will not be there.
Fair.
Yeah, but I am on vacation. That's why, like I said, shout out to my Cayman Islands people. Broke out the Rackman's t-shirt today. You know how we do it, Deke. Whenever I go somewhere, I'm copying me a t-shirt from the restaurant, bar, whatever it is. So this is one of the little waterfront, little sport. Nah, I don't call it a sports bar. It's just a cool little seafood spot, though. You know what I mean?
That does look cool.
Yeah, man, figured I'll throw it on. I kind of like the colors. You know what I'm saying? I like this right here. If this was a little darker, if it was like reddish, I think it'd be a little better. But, you know, it's close enough. That's kind of how I looked at it, you know? You feel me, though, right?
I thought you were going to wear your Bills gear
No,
today.
no, because I'm being humble. I'm being humble, okay? I'm being the change that I would like to see in the world. I'm just, you know, just showing how to have class and appreciate it, but at the same time, not rubbing in anybody's face. Just a gentleman, yes. But that is unfortunately why, you know, we can't take any trips right now. We're still working. But how you feeling, though, man? You ready to roll, bro? They said it might get postponed again. David Decker updated me on the game. He said the game might get postponed again.
It's not. I'm going to bet money. I wish
I'm just saying,
you
bro.
could bet that on DraftKings.
Listen,
I'd bet the game
bro,
goes
come
as
on,
planned.
don't do that, man. Don't do that. You know it's out of safety, bro. All right? So if they go do it, it's out of safety. But if they want to play it with snow this week, I'm not tripping on it. If it's snow again, they can play it with the snow. I ain't tripping. But at the same time, we on whatever time they on. And that's what I feel about it. All right, Benny the Butcher over there on Taylor Swift. That's
They're going to play this game on time.
I hope so.
They're going to try to ice out Mahomes with the snow.
Man, look, we all playing in the same conditions. All right? He don't get no special treatment. We all in the same conditions. Y'all want to see him on the road? Well, here you go. Get him in a hostile environment. Deke, you get in the test. That's a hostile environment up there. You've seen it. Yeah. That was the reason why we were victorious this week, too, if you think about it, bro.
Who's we?
The party that was not victorious this week. We, man. Last time he was there, we won. You don't pull up, we lose. Selfish. Selfish. Yeah.
I can't say that. Are you talking about away games?
I'm talking about specifically
because
Steelers.
I was at the Duck Hodges one.
Nope. Specifically Steelers, Bills in Buffalo. Specifically that way.
That might be true then.
It's very true.
If you look at the record.
And the odds were just as. It was like a 10 or 12 point spread that game too.
Big Ben's last season, week 1.
It was a big spread.
We were dogs.
Yeah,
we were definitely dogs.
But you pulled up with the energy, bro. See? So, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all need anybody to point the finger at, this is the gentleman that you should all point your fingers at. Because the last time he was there, that same Josh Allen was there. That same Sean McDermott was there. That same Buffalo Bills were there.
We also had 7, though.
No, it doesn't matter. That was his first game back from, like, his arm getting shot off. All right? He recovered, had the robo arm. We didn't know if it was calibrated right or anything. But because Deke was there, we won.
Pickens wasn't there for that victory.
Yeah, but
So
you were there. You were the
that's
offset.
a different factor.
It is not a
Him
different
fumbling.
factor. No, man. He wouldn't have fumbled if he was there. Who fumbled when you were there last time?
I don't think Big Ben's throwing
Think
that
about
pick
it.
that
Think about
Mason
it.
threw.
When you were there, they fumbled. Not we fumbled. You don't go. You invert history, bro. The butterfly effect. Everybody knows that, bro. It's the butterfly effect, man. Yeah. But I blame you. So, ladies and gentlemen,
I'll be a leader.
take the blame, man.
I'll be a leader.
Be the fall guy. You doing your press conference or you walking out too? I mess it. It ain't that. You know they was gonna come at that man.
I'm gonna walk out too.
Let's go. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all need anybody to blame going forward, all right, that the Steelers lost to the Bills in the playoffs, don't look over here, look that way. It was his fault because the last time he was in the building for that specific game in that specific location, Steelers won. Okay? Y'all know what we say. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Here's the thing. I would have won up, but I had work obligations.
Now
so
he would have
it might
won
be
up.
on you, actually.
Now he would have won up. That's crazy. Now he would have won up. Now he talking about, oh yeah, I would have pulled up, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's
listen,
crazy.
There were legitimate conversations happening amongst my friend group and my brother.
I'm just.
There were legitimate conversations.
It was right up the road, bro.
I got all these work obligations.
No, you didn't. No, you don't. You put that on. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby? Don't you put that on me, bro? Don't you wish that evil on me? That's all I'm saying, bro. Hey, Steelers Nation on fire. This is not gaslighting. I'm just putting the spotlight on the true culprit here, all right? He's the reason we were unsuccessful. You think we don't want to be enjoying ourselves as a collective? You know how hard it is to celebrate as a solo unit? Huh? You know how hard it is? When I had the blue and red confetti. I had to get all the blue and red confetti up out of here before Deke pulled up because Deke ain't on that time. It's his fault, bro. It was his fault. Okay?
Yeah, I was premature in taking the blame. I'm sorry on that. I actually
fault,
don't blame
man.
myself. I blame the refs for sure.
We just gonna start pointing the fingers. It was definitely.
And then
Deke,
we
be a leader,
talk
bro.
about the conspiracy
Deke,
stuff.
you need to be a leader, bro.
Let's see what happens with
Deke,
this Chiefs-Bills game
Deke,
if it gets played on
Deke,
time.
can you be a leader,
and if there's
please?
Snow that
Deke, can you
is
be a
in
leader?
effect.
Deke, just be a leader and just follow the sword, bro. This was all you, man. If you would have been in the building, we would have won.
Nah, you know what? No, if Pickett's not going to do his Tuesday media scrum, and if
So you just go walk
Pickens
out,
is going to
you
blame
just-
the refs,
You out. All right.
that's the vibe. I'm not taking blame.
My dog said, yo, I ain't even talking to the media no more. You want to talk to me? See me in April. All right, player. Y'all gonna see me in April. I'm not talking to y'all right now. Oh, man, that's crazy, bro. I just thought that you was going to handle the bit. I thought you was going to stand in front of this thing and just say that, you know what? Yes, it was my fault. That's all I was looking for, Deke. Jeez, be a leader, man.
Do you have any takes on that, though?
Two. All right. If we're talking from a professional standpoint, you obviously know it's not the right decision, regardless of how you personally feel. You stand in front of it and you give them the cookie cutter, smile in their face, and yep, I can't wait. I'm going to support them, whatever the coaches say. Yeah, you know, I'm all on board with it. It was a hard team, but I definitely learned something down the stretch. That's how you ended, and you say, man, wish you all well. I'll see you in April. That's the professional cookie cutter. Keep everything quiet and you don't have me and Deke reacting. The response he gave, though, I get it, because that's I'm pissed off. I still feel some type of way from a couple weeks ago. Don't act like them reports weren't accurate when I keep giving you reasons to show you that, hey, these are accurate. Everybody has to stay and talk. It's not mandatory, but this is the last time you talk, because you're not going to talk to the media again until you come back for OTAs. OTAs don't take place until April, usually around the 18th when Lil Man was born, all right? So you know, you the quarterback. You're QB1 on paper, right? Still technically on paper, you're QB1. You're still the captain of this team. You're the leader of the first rounder from a year ago. How the heck you gonna walk off, bruh? But I get it, because you hot about everything that's been taking place. And even in this game, Mason still played well. So it's not to the point where they about to come over here and ask you questions of, hey, bro, are you ready to be the guy? How do you feel about it, man? You can get this chance back. It was probably going to be some more of them questions like, man, what did you learn from Mason? Or how do you feel about your role this offseason? Or what do you see your role being? Are you still eager to be back here? Do you want to be back here?
Do you think you're QB1?
And those are probably questions that at that time, he just didn't want to answer. We don't fault him for it, but this is what happens, the cause and effect. When you don't answer it and everything that's then transpired and all of the little rumors, right? You dressing or deciding that you didn't want to dress in Seattle. Okay, well, now people are going to come back and visit that again. Why? Because when it was just time to do regular media at the end of the season, like everybody else does, you decided not to do it. Now, when we come back and we start looking back to when they asked you, hey, did you learn anything from Mason starting that Bengals game where he was cooking? And you're like, no. Now we coming back to look at that like, well, dang, bro. You ain't learned that in there. It was a little dress conspiracy here. You don't talk to the media here. Like, what's the disconnect? What's happening here? It doesn't seem like everything is paradise, like everything is copacetic. And you don't want it to look like it's jealousy either. But these are all the things that ultimately get talked about because of just the continued cause and effect of everything. So that's kind of my approach with it, man. I definitely can see it both ways. I'm like, I get exactly what you're feeling and why you did what you did, because I've been in similar situations where you started the year as the starter. You went through the season feeling like you're the guy, and then it transitioned at the end of the season. You're not the guy anymore, but you got to come here and still talk because you in the contract. And you like, bro, I don't want to talk to y'all. Y'all about to ask me about this dude. Or you about to ask me how I feel about this dude being in front of me right now, or do I still want to be here? I don't want to talk about that. So it's like, you got to understand, though, sometimes it's better to just get it out the way, control that narrative right now, and you ain't got to deal with that thing until April versus right now. This is going to be one of them underlying things because he never said anything. So until he, does an interview, podcast, or whatever this offseason.
No more podcasts for him either.
That too.
He was doing a lot of them last offseason.
He definitely was.
No
he
more
definitely
for him.
was.
Pat P, if you're back, cancel yours with your cousin McFadden. Cam, you know what? Cancel yours too. I know you really didn't say anything controversial, but I want 0 Dark 30 locked in for 2024.
But like, to me, like, that's kind of the dynamic with it. Like, I don't fault him for it, but I just think, like, no different when we talk George Pickens, just learning what to say, when to say it, what to do, when to do it, how to react. I think this would be one of those learning lessons for him where he'll look back and be like, you know what? I'll learn from this situation, man. It happens, though. He's young. Like, I ain't want him to do is about to crucify him. Like, nah, you're young. And to be a former player and act like we haven't felt that when you've been the guy, and then at some point in the season you were not the guy, and then the guy that they put in front of you, they crowning him as the new guy, and you're like, bro, what? And you still feel some type of way the whole time? Oh yeah, that's a tough situation, bro. Super tough.
Yeah, on one side of it, I like that he's showing an edge, and he's not cool with how everything played out, that he still feels like he is the guy and he can be the Steelers franchise. On the other side of it, maybe you'll have to answer this for me. Like, what is the procedure there? Is that like he's going to get fined for this? This was an obligation for him? So
look at it like this. It's never a situation where you're going to get fined with media unless you habitually just do not make yourself available. That was the Marshawn Lynch thing. It wasn't that he wouldn't talk, once a week. It was like, he just was not ever available. They come into the locker room, it's like, he's never there. They try to request for a post game, he's never there. That's when you will get fined, because you do have to make yourself, it says like within reason, accessible to the media. That's why even when we land on away games, if they want you, they get first access to you before your family. You got to go check in with them, talk to them, whatever story they want. So with this, it's not technically mandatory, but it's one of the things where everybody knows you're going to do either.
People are going to want to hear from you. Yeah. Or the media is going to want to hear from you.
And typically, if I remember correctly, the way that we did it here in Pittsburgh, we did locker room availability before we would do our actual team meeting. So anything that we're talking about, we couldn't say, oh, this is a hard fact from Coach C. It kind of protects us in a sense. Whereas if you have that meeting with Coach C, the team meeting, the individual meetings, and now I come down here, I don't get to be like, oh, I haven't talked to him, so I don't know. You don't kind of get that. So that's also a part of it too. So that's why I was like, yeah, you kind of know, bro. You're supposed to be in the locker room for this. And you're the quarterback. It ain't like we talk about the backup running back or the backup receiver. You're Kenny Pickett, the first rounder for 2 years now? Of all the people that got to talk to the media, you're one of the people. You don't talk to them on Sunday after the games, right, or Monday after the game. You're one of the people, bro. So that's the part. It
just would have been a professional courtesy.
Yeah. Don't even think of it as professional courtesy. Think of it as, if all of us as a team got to do this, you're supposed to be our leader. How are you not there?
Is he the only one that bounced?
He's the most noticeable one, put it like that. Because from all the other reports, you got George Pickens. I want to say you either have people talking either post game,
right,
or they talk
Pickens
today,
and Najee,
right? It's one or the other.
You had TJ and Cam.
Right. It's one or the other.
Yesterday, yeah.
It's one or the other. Because this is literally the last time that people, in terms of the beat reporters, the local media and stuff like that they're going to get a chance to talk to these guys until OTA. So if you're a guy that this your last year on your contract, you don't think they want to know what's your thought process? Are you interested in coming back or not? That type of stuff gets talked about, you know, in terms of Kenny Pickett. You don't think it's a legitimate question to say, do you want to return next year? Or is this a scenario where you might request a trade now? We heard TJ Watt go on record and say, I want to play for Coach Tomlin. I don't want to play for another coach. That's the type of stuff that gets said now that lingers throughout the whole offseason. So when we start to discuss, oh, do we want Coach T back? Even though we already know what the scenario is, it's like, okay, we'll just talk about the ripple effects of if he is not here when you got a guy like TJ specifically saying, I don't want to play for another coach. Is that dynamic potentially worth it? Also, when we're talking just a whole of where we're at and what that looks like if now multiple players are starting to take that approach, because a lot of us come here or stay here because of him. You will take the chance on your career because of him. And that's one of the ones where I just look at that like, yeah, this is what you get during these final days of media, whether it's post game or like I said yesterday when they had their like final media access or media availability day. So that's why it's like I said, it's not just this professional courtesy. It's like, bro, we all got to come in here and speak. This is like where we all, you know, put the final stamp on the season. So if we had a bad season, bro, you still got to face that music. If you would have won the Super Bowl, you'd be in there facing that same music. You'd be in there celebrating. So it's like you can't pick and choose when you want to, you know, come out there with us or not. We all got something that we was upset about. We all lost. None of us are advancing. So what makes what you're dealing with more important than what I'm dealing with, what he's dealing with, what they're dealing with? We all in it. So it's like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's like I said, it don't kill everything, but it's one of the things where it's like, bro, it just don't look good. And that's why I was like, you don't want to come off as like you being jealous or you hating, because it's like, well, dang, bro, before Mason took off, you was always in front of the camera.
Now that was mandatory because he was the starting quarterback,
but just
right?
in general,
Right.
You just see the perception of it. It's just like, dang, bro, like you ain't had no issue then. What is like, they still trying to talk to you? It ain't like they don't want to talk to you. Most of the time when you get benched, they don't want to talk to you anymore. It's like they still actually want to talk to you. But that's, like I said, just part of the day. So it's like I said,
because
get
it is an interesting story.
Yeah, I definitely get it though, bro.
It is an interesting aspect of what the Steelers got going on right now.
Yeah. And it's going to be a big part of the journey this offseason. Yeah. Because think about how much the dynamic changes of the urgency on Mason or quarterback position if Kenny were to ever say at some point in time, I'm upset about my situation here. He didn't even have to say, I want to be traded. If he just simply said, I'm upset about the situation here, that changes the whole narrative of, all right, well, you want to keep Mason, you don't want to keep Mason. And now it's like, bro, you better figure out some stuff because we got to figure out this quarterback situation a lot more because we don't have this guaranteed anymore. That's some of the stuff also that comes from it. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's pros and cons to it. I'm glad that, you know, he took this approach because it's a little bit chiller of a thing to talk about versus if he did take a heavy-handed approach and say something like that.
Right. Maybe he knew himself too well and his body language or just the tone in his voice would speak for him.
Right, because that could be legitimate too. And you know, Deke, you know how the social media rock, bro. Let him have done an interview. He's
a little eye roll
come
or
on,
something.
Bro. He's pissed off. They ask him something about Mason. Yeah, I'm happy for him. He'd be like, oh, he's pissed. Like, you know it. And now that would be the whole thing.
Yeah.
Does he want to stay here? Does he not want to stay here?
Because all we can assume right now is he's just gonna lay low and get to work.
Yeah.
Like
that's it.
That's all we know.
We don't know
right
anything
now.
else. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless he goes on podcasts or does media rounds this offseason, which he shouldn't do. That's my advice to him. Lay low.
Yeah, that's always my theory, bro. Whenever the block is hot, just lay low for a little bit, man. Cool off, and then you bounce back like, you be good to go, man. So I like it, baby. I like it. Well, smooth little intro, I suppose. I guess from there, we'll get this thing started like we supposed to. We still got, like I said, a rack of these supers that we're going to address from yesterday, and then we'll get it going for the day as well. So let's start like how we always do. Drop it in the comment section where you are tuning in from, and we will give you those big boy shout-outs to start the day's show. And, of course, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you have not done so just yet.
Taking a little bit to roll in.
Oh, bro, ain't nothing wrong with that. That was dope. We had a legit like 30-minute convo about just life. It felt like right there. It was beautiful.
Mike Hood from Columbus, the 614. Kenneth Moses said he skipped yesterday's show. He says, I'm back. Didn't want to see Moats gloating yesterday.
Oh, see? I was actually chill.
Very much. Yes.
I was the chillest of all chills, man. I was
Very
super
much.
duper chilling, man. Because like I said, man, you just got to be humble. I show grace. And I want to love on Steelers Nation. That's my whole objective this week. It's just to hug on Steelers Nation and love on Steelers Nation. I want to be the change that I want to see in this world. Okay? I'm just actively showing what I want it to be like. Okay? When there's a lot of passion involved. When there's a lot of
I don't believe this
feelings involved. All right? And one team, unfortunately, comes up rather
I don't buy this at all.
it's just like, you know what? You don't rub it in their face. No, you don't treat them like a little puppy that has made an accident on the floor. And you remind them that, hey, there are other teams that are physical and that can run the ball. There are other teams that got Pro Bowls that can run and block. And they got this quarterback that does remind you of Big Ben Roethlisberger. Big Ben Roethlisberger. See, I don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. So what you do is you talk to it. You say, hey, it's okay. I understand. I once too made mistakes. I once too have had accidents. But now I have learned. So that's all I'm trying to do, bro. I'm just trying to be the change. That's it, man.
Man.
What? That's how...
Like we just talked about with
Actively
Kenny,
applying
in
it,
terms
bro.
of tone and body language and how you say it.
You read Twitter,
that means a lot more than what you say.
Man, worst case, blame it on the research. What you blame it on the alcohol? Blame it on the research, the search. All right, yeah. I'm an innocent bystander, baby. Don't do me like that.
Noam, 613 Ottawa, Ontario.
Let's get it.
Hashtag draft Nate Wiggins.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely approaching that time frame, huh? We got to start talking that, but we haven't got that just all the way. I mean, we there, but we still got to reassess like our current models too, right? So we can identify like who's coming back, who not coming back. Then we could really start targeting like, yo, this position, that's a need.
Yeah.
Free agent, how you want to do it, or if we're going draft then, right? You know the process. We got, yeah, I'm cooking with you now.
Yeah.
But you know that's
gotta get free agency taken care of first.
we got to in-house first, then we can start out-house, then we can start looking at them baby boys, bringing them on in. Yeah. Because you start attacking outside first, you don't know which piece we getting rid of or bringing back or who we think. Because we're not going to be able to get rid of literally everybody that we think didn't play well. We're not going to be able to keep everybody that we thought played well. So, of course, you're going to have that conversation of him versus him, right? Or do you keep these two because they work well together, but then you might lose this over here? You know, I get that out.
David Decker.
Shout out to Noah Hood. It's a strong possibility that you could potentially be accurate, but I cannot confirm nor deny. All I do know is that it's like this gold haze every time I exhale, but then I start coughing it's like, oh my God. So like, I know it has crazy pedigree on it. I know it's like of historic levels of just like, it feels God.
What are you talking about?
I just, me and Noah Hood just having a little convo, nothing crazy.
Oh God.
Just me and Noah Hood just vibing out. Shout out to Noah Hood, man. Just sometimes he's in the regular room. He ain't in the upper. He's in the regular room chat right here. This ain't the upper room chat. It's the regular room chat. Now he's he down with the team. He down with the upper room, but this is the regular room chat. I was just showing some love to the regular room. What you call it? The regular room? What you call it?
I honestly think.
Yeah, he said it. I was just talking with him.
I think the stuff you've been saying from yesterday and even on today's
said,
show.
I'm innocent, bro. What are you talking about?
About the Steelers Bills game.
This is what y'all said.
How you've been handling yourself. It might even be worse than.
I'm just here so I don't get
if you would have came in Bills gear.
I don't want to do that, bro. That's
This
so obnoxious.
is like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
That
right
is
now.
so obnoxious to pull up in Bills gear. I'm just chill, bro.
At least we know. At least we know.
Bro.
You're giving us all these little
bro.
backhanded compliments.
I'm on your team.
With all due respect.
It's us. I'm just giving examples of what it could. You know what I'm saying?
Alluding to smoking a Steelers pack multiple times.
We can't confirm nor deny. That's all I'm saying. We cannot confirm nor deny. That's it. I was just describing what it looked like and what it felt like. Okay? I just thought this was a safe space to articulate my feelings. I thought that this was a group, it was a community that we had. You know what I'm saying? I thought like people like Leah Warren and Just Learn and Stan Claire. I thought this was like a safe space. Zeke Squad told me it was a safe space. You feel me? So it was a safe space. It doesn't feel as safe right now. That's all. But I can understand it. Maybe we should put like a ban.
You're the one setting the tone.
Maybe we should put like a ban on, the comments. Just, yeah. Out of the safety of everybody. The safety of everybody.
No, the chat makes the show.
just keep it safe for everybody. You know what I mean? It's not because I'm challenging you guys. I just think that it's a safety thing. You know what I mean? So out of the safety of the show.
Go back to how we used to do it.
Yeah, just be safer. It's got to be safe, man. Just little driving bands, little comment bands. Just all right, for a couple days. All right, just, yeah.
I will give a few more shout outs here.
Yeah.
Frank K. Tucson, Arizona. Freezing
Shout
outside
out.
with a whopping 70 degrees.
Oh, man. That's lovely.
It is supposed to warm up here next week.
We got to get like a 42. It's like 42 degrees on one of them days,
man. A couple 50s, actually, too.
Yeah.
Next weekend.
What do I got next weekend? I got to see what I have next weekend, bro. Is 50s too cold to go outside to golf?
No, you just got to
because I have
the
gloves.
course is in good condition.
Oh,
no, 50s. I could play in like, last year, didn't I play in the 20s? But like
when you said it's about to be 50s next week, I'm like, bro, if it's straight, like we should get a day in, bro.
You just that's hoodie weather. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, we need a day, bro. We need to catch a day.
Yeah, I think I've even golfed 40s, like high 30s, 40s, and not needed gloves or anything.
Bro, we need a day in next week, bro. If we're gonna get us a 50,
the thing you got to worry about with courses at this point is just whether or not they're in good condition.
Okay.
Is there snow still on the course? How are they drained? How muddy is it? Yeah. Most will let you walk.
I thought all golf courses was like beautiful year round.
Not here, no.
Oh. Dang.
No.
You just gotta hurt my feelings. You're just like, yeah, not here.
No, it's playable. It's like
right.
You still got a fairway, you still got greens, the rough's a little bit higher than the fairway. Like it's still a golf course.
Yeah.
It just depends on how soggy it is and that
mean.
type of stuff. So most of the time, if the course is cleared of the snow and everything, they'll let you play. It's just depending on whether or not they'll let you take out a cart or not.
Gotcha. Okay.
You take out a cart, you could be tearing up some of the grass. Although
I mean,
they also could do
only, right?
they could do cart path only as well. But it'll just depend on what the condition is of the course. Yeah, 50s is definitely good to play. I mean, we played out in colder last year when it was me, you, and Dom.
I thought it just felt colder. I didn't think it was actually colder. It felt brick that day, bro. Oh my god, yeah.
That was freezing.
I definitely remember that one, bro. I definitely remember that one, man.
And I'll say one more. Rod Dollars, Youngstown, Ohio.
Shout
Sharing
out
line,
to
baby.
Rod. Man, Rod been rocking all day, man. We appreciate you, Rod, rocking in the building. And NorCat 10, man, salute you being in the building too, man. I see you in the chat, man. I know you need some of that attention. I got you today, man. All right, it's a great day to be here today, man. So I appreciate you rocking with us. Just hit that like button while you're here. Don't forget to subscribe either, player. So let's get it. All right, so let's recap some of these supers from yesterday.
Probably got about like 20ish.
Yeah, it was a rack. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that was here with us yesterday on these supers. Y'all know that like I said, man, we read every super. All right, no super gets left unread. It might take 2 days, and yesterday was one of the ones that took 2 days. All right, so we're gonna recap and then
Kel Turner, both losses yesterday, put an emphasis on tackling.
I would agree. I would definitely agree, man. Tackling was a big factor when you're talking about that game versus the Bills.
And
they all kind of resulted in big time touchdown
talking
plays
about
too, man.
Eagles-Bucks game too? Is that the other game?
Yeah, because the daggone Eagles couldn't tackle. And it was like, to me, it just across the board, it was just bad tackling in them games. I can see that.
Yeah, they really fell hard.
Yeah. Shout out to Baker, though.
Yeah.
Do you believe? Is Baker the answer in Tampa?
Yeah, they should re-sign him.
I think they should.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Well, he was cooking. I mean, he got the boys hot right now. They believe in him.
Yeah.
And he back being swaggy, too. I'm waiting on him to do the...
Mike Mula. Trade Pickett in a second rounder for Kirk Cousins.
I don't think they. Well, hold on. Kirk is a free agent though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't need to do that. Yeah, Kirk gonna cost a lot. Not a lot, but substantially more than what we've paid recently. Yeah, but I'm all for it though. I ain't tripping on Kirk. That's.
Yeah, I know you'd break the bank for him.
Yeah, I ain't breaking the bank. I'm just saying though that is gonna raise my floor to a certain level. If Kirk Cousins was playing on Monday night, do the Steelers win?
I can't say.
Okay.
I thought Mason played good.
Fair.
Because then you got to go like play by play. Does Kirk throw the pick in the end zone? You know what I mean? Fair. I thought Mason played good. Does Kirk play a little bit better than Mason in that game? Maybe. Does he play a little bit worse? Maybe. Does either affect the end result? I don't know. Well, let me ask you that.
I think it was a debate.
Steelers win with Kirk Cousins.
It's Josh Allen over there. All right. So if we could just remove any of my personal feelings towards them out of it, I do think if Kirk Cousins is the quarterback for the Steelers in that game, Steelers win. Because I think we'll start faster. We wouldn't be as, when we talked about like the conservative approach of let's try to run this thing versus some of them boxes like that, Kirk's slinging that thing, man. But Kirk is already more established player in his league. So it's like they're two different stages. Kirk was leading the league in passing this year before he got hurt, bro. Kirk was cooking this year before he got hurt.
Did we give Mason the ability to audible and sling it? Or do you think we just told him?
We saw Mason making checks, bro. We definitely saw Mason making checks. To me, I thought it was just a philosophical thing. Like, the mindset was like, yo, we're trying to slow this game down. We're trying to run this thing in this first half and make them make the mistake. And when we made the mistake and they made another mistake and it became 14 and then 21, we was like, bro, bump that. We just got to play now. Problem was, it took us to be down 21 to actually start to play. And that's when you saw in that second half, Mason making them throws. Mason extended some of them plays. I was with it. Heck yeah. I just thought we just started out with a different mindset.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering with the, first however many plays typically being script. Mm-hmm. Did we not give Mason the ability to make the checks or say, hey, let me sling this out? At that point in the game, you know what I mean?
No, I
think that's different versus second half whenever you need to come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my answer.
I like it, man.
Could Kirk have played better than Mason? Maybe. Could he have played worse than Mason? Yeah, maybe.
Such a political correct answer. I love it. And you can't add any added support to Kirk Cousins, who we know you have a sworn, allegiance against him. So I get that. But at the same time, you still, you Mason, I like it. I like you played that perfectly right there. You played it perfectly.
Yeah. Him, Dak, Tua, Jimmy G, Tannehill. Like, that's probably the top 5 of my sworn enemies of quarterbacks.
And I think, honestly, if Mason continues to play the way that he's playing right now, he's on that level right now. The difference is he hasn't been able to show that he could do what he's done in these past couple of games for 17 and then repeating. But if you look, he's only played in, I think, 16 total games right now throughout his career.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, if that. I don't think it's a full
Probably
season. I think it's 14. It's like either 14 or 15. He's less than a full season of NFL starts or even NFL games being played in. So with that, it's just like, he's at a different stage of his development. When we talking Tua is the youngest of the quarterbacks we just named, right? With Tannehill, Cousins, Dak, all them dudes been in this thing for a lot longer. So it's a sustainable high floor, but we know the ceiling is capped. But the floor is very, very high. And that's, a whole other debate.
Fantasy, what that floor gets you is fantasy stats in regular season and your team being somewhat relevant, but then disappointment.
But the alternative to high floor, low ceiling is high ceiling, low floor, Trey Lance. High ceiling, low floor, Bryce Young. High ceiling, low floor, Justin Fields. Because those are all dudes that have like elite jump off the screen talent that you technically would want in your ideal franchise quarterback. So their potential is through the roof. But because they're so inconsistent, doesn't have the system set up, not as fundamentally sound as a Kirk Cousins, their floor is way lower. And you see some of the play of how it can spark up at one point and they look MVP caliber. and then they look just god awful. Whereas for Kirk, he's always
Yeah, not saying you want
good.
those guys either.
Yeah, not with you. But just the talent concept. Obviously, you want the God tier. But the problem is they don't make God tier everywhere.
I will say this. It's going to be interesting this next decade or so, seeing what the formula is for teams to win Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Because we've known what it's been over the last 20 years. It's been you either have a franchise quarterback or you don't. Pretty much. Or you got to have a quarterback playing like a franchise
How do you feel
guy.
about how do you
Flacco.
feel about the remaining quarterbacks in the playoffs right now?
Yeah, that's what I mean. This
Because
is going to be interesting.
Well, because AFC-wise, you can make a case that all of those dudes are the elite tier.
AFC, yeah, who am I missing here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. NFC, though, it's different. You got Baker. You got
Baker's a former
Goff.
number one pick, though. Goff's a former number one pick. Not first round. We're talking one overalls.
Yeah, but you view them more as game managers
Fair enough.
versus being
Yeah.
top 10 elite guys.
True, but we can't lose sight of them still being one overall talents, though. That's what I mean. Like, they're still, like, elite. Like, Kenny ain't one overall, right? Mitch was...
He was 2 overall.
Yeah. Never mind.
Who else am I missing? in the NFC?
Jordan Love.
Brock Purdy.
Purdy.
There
okay.
you go.
They talk about him as an MVP candidate at one point in the season. How you feel about it?
I think Love's the most elite talent of those 4 over in the NFC. I already think he's the Packers like franchise guy.
Okay. Yeah, because Dak is out. Who are we missing? Love
I
or
think your
Hurts is
brother-in-law
out.
was on to something there. I was very impressed.
Oh yeah, he's hyped about him, bro. That's the dude. He swears about him now. It's a wrap.
Like he can do much more for the Packers and his team than Baker Mayfield or Goff can do for their teams.
Yeah,
Just,
I would agree.
just based off the raw ability.
More, his once again though, his ceiling is way higher to me than Goff and Baker. He's now raising his floor up a lot more though. Now that was the difference.
Yeah, it seems like they probably all have similar floors.
Yeah.
You look at their stats this season. Love might actually have better stats.
Yeah.
I think definitely have better stats than Baker. I don't know about him versus Goff. But then, to do it on the biggest stages like he
that's
did.
when it really starts.
And
to show
in
even
the
more.
way that he did, man. Yeah, they might have a guy.
Yeah.
They might have a guy. And, I think Love is already at that point starting to cross over that teens when you're talking about quarterback ranking threshold.
I'm with you.
Might be
I'm
top
with you.
10.
I'm with you. He flirting with it. I'm definitely with you.
Probably take him over Trevor Lawrence right now.
What about Herbert?
We'll see what he does the rest of his playoffs.
Fair enough.
But I mean,
because Herbert was in a situation like that and choked.
yeah, Herbert hasn't done shit in the playoffs. What other quarterback am I about to throw out there? Hurts. I was high on Hurts. I still think he's decent, but
Hurts he had a little rough one, man. Yeah.
he felt a little system quarterback this year.
I was about to start asking who you like more, Hurts or Kyler Murray.
Yeah, like I think that's where Hurts is right now.
I'm dead serious.
Like, he's starting to fall into the Dak range.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, you look real Dakish. Real Dakish, bro.
At least he went to a Super Bowl, so I can't go full Dak.
It was Dakish to a Super Bowl. That's what it did.
Yeah, he went from top 5
Yeah.
heading into this season. Now we're probably talking about him in the 10, 11, 12 range.
Yeah.
9, wherever. Or Jordan Love, he's going up.
Yeah. Arrow pointed up, baby. Arrow pointed up.
Christian 15213.
He was in the bag yesterday, man.
Jerry Dulac needs to go into hiding and shut it up. Dulac is John Easton reincarnated. I'm done with Jerry Dulac. They need to sit Kenny down and let him grow. QB1 lock is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. KP8 is not ready.
Talk about the report yesterday where it was like that Kenny Pickett is coming back.
He's a lock
QB1.
to be QB1.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was saying Drew Lock's going to be the Steelers QB1. I didn't know what he was. Yeah, I remember that report now.
That's definitely what he's talking about. I mean, Jerry tapped in. I will say that. Jerry's definitely tapped in, but I can't confirm or deny what them reports were right there.
Yeah, I still was never able to find it.
We couldn't find it. Yeah.
I looked whenever I got home, too. I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Asaph Smalls, playoff inexperience got him. First half was tough, but we
Yeah.
showed we can hang and have a deep playoff run with just a couple roster moves and a healthy team.
No, absolutely. And that's why we say, man, there is no substitute for winning. There is no substitute for playoff experience, man. You want to get as much of this as possible because you can build upon it. If you stop trying to get to the postseason or you start having this mindset of we're trying to lose, it does culturally hurt you, man. So, yeah, this is one of them things where I do think it will help them even more so the next time they're out, but even more so this offseason when they're preparing. They're going to remember what this game felt like and what the speed and the physicality felt like, and that should be a big factor while they train in this offseason coming back for next season.
Christian 15213 again. Yeah. I'm not watching Brubby Brister for 10 years because we can't handle the truth. This is what got Chuck Noll retired, was the Brister-O'Donnell situation.
Respect.
I thought O'Donnell was all right.
Was he Terry?
I thought O'Donnell was Cowher's guy.
Yeah. He's saying
I think there's other guys.
At the end of it, though. But at the end of it,
maybe,
that's what he's saying.
Maybe. Yeah. But
because you got to.
There were a lot. There was like Mark Malone, Bubby Brister.
Mm-hmm.
There's another name or two.
Yeah.
That was quarterback in the Steelers in the 80s. But, okay, so that's what he's predicting we're in right now. Yeah. That's the era.
I hope it don't last long.
I hope it's not the era. I hope one of these guys on our team is the guy.
All right.
Mason or Kenny.
Whoever you want to be, just be it, pretty please.
I have belief in both of them. I have belief in both that either or could be the guy.
Yeah.
That's where
We're
I'm
on
at.
the same page, but you already know that.
Tito, good vibes. Gifted a mess membership to Chris.
Shout out to Tito, the good vibes, being a rock star at life. And Chris, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
828 style. Mason showed me that he's capable of QB1. He didn't fall off as a lot of people expected.
Respect.
Defense, on the other hand, looked cold out there at times. Hitting people in freezing weather is much different, and I think it was in a few people's heads.
Yeah, I can see that at times. We did look a little chilly. You don't want to look chilly out there. It feels a lot colder when the other team is appearing to be more physical and winning. It can definitely suck like that sometimes.
Is that my phone?
I think that was me, bro. Yeah, that's my phone. Yeah, I was like, was that your choice?
All right, we got Christian 15213.
Hey, Christian was out here, bro.
Back again, yeah.
Like I said, Chris, we know all of them off, man.
Deke, you're right. Pittsburgh media, all in the same breath, wants Bubby Brister too. Mike Tomlin to stay. Mike T to be fired. We can't win in the playoffs, and we're above 500. F the Pittsburgh sports media. What's his take here?
I think he's saying that for it to be as bad as it is, F the media, because we still over 500, even with all this other stuff.
Okay. Fish Momentum, what's good? Deke, how are you, brother? Good. Got to look at the 2024-25 season now. Ambition Live at Rivers Casino, February 23rd, 2024 at 8 p.m. Hashtag it's free. And hashtag Mr. Jack Myers Jr. Hashtag sorry Moats.
Hey, bro, why you got... I love the thumbs up, bro.
Well, I don't know if he's here or not. Yeah, maybe you didn't see that.
It was just so pure and innocent. It was like...
I am. I'm doing good. I'm okay.
I like it, bro. Hey, man, next time somebody asks me, yo, how you go about... Stub y'all up, bro. Let's go. Thumbs up. Okay. I like that. That works.
What?
Oh, and that was just little roster moves. You know, punters and stuff like that getting signed.
Did you pick up Brad Wing?
No. Matt, Hack. I think that's what he says. It's like Hack. It's like with 2 A's.
Okay.
Hack. Yeah.
Michael Brooks, TJ said playing for Tomlin was a part of his contract.
Hey, respect on that, man. Like I said, I definitely could understand the vibes with it, man. So, yeah, I definitely like it. I like it. But hopefully we don't have to worry about that anytime soon because Coach T has already said that he's coming back for 2024.
I'm actually really interested in that. I mean, we're never going to find out what exactly is in his contract, like word for word. But, I mean, is it, if Mike Tomlin leaves, my contract's null?
I have a trade clause. He's gone, I'm gone. The way these contracts get written up nowadays, whoever knows, man. Yeah.
Michael Brooks, Mason's been struggling on outbreaks this season. He keeps leaving them inside, just like the interception. We need a QB, a game changer.
Okay. mean, that's a fair assessment. The one thing I would just retort is that even with him leaving some of them inside, how many of them resulted in PBUs, interceptions, or completions? I think it was a higher probability or a higher percentage of completions from Mason than it would have been incompletions or interceptions.
Yeah, the Elam pick was the only one that's noticeable.
And even when you talk about the interception, it's like, let's talk his touchdown to interception ratio in these 4 games. I think it was, 8-1?
5-1.
His touchdown specifically. Let's see. How many did he have versus the Bengals?
2.
Okay. He didn't run one that one.
What?
No rushing ones that week.
No.
What did he have the next week versus
Seattle?
Let's see. So Seattle.
He had 0
in Seattle. He had the 1 versus Baltimore.
And then the 2.
Yeah, and then the 2. Okay, yeah. All right. So
It did feel like more.
Yeah.
I see why you.
I'm with you on that.
I
But
see why you
either
said
way,
8.
5-1 because the other ones were Najee, Jalen Warren in the red zone. Yeah, but he had the 2 that he threw for this past game. So 5-1. So you catch my drift. I'll take the 3 back. We'll save those. 5-1.
Yeah, it felt better than 5-1 because I even said the game where he threw 0 touchdowns was probably his best game, and that was the Seahawks one.
Absolutely, but 5-1 is still 5-1, bro. Touchdown to interception ratio. That's the whole name of the game, right? So even with that, that's still high level play right there, man. So I get what you're saying in terms of, the placement on some of them, and he did have a situation where it got him in trouble. But as a whole, I don't think that, that's something that makes him not a quarterback that can do some of the stuff that we're looking for. Now, in terms of game changer, that's going to be, up to your personal feelings on what you define a game changer, and who you think that guy is and what you're willing to do to get him. All I'm saying is I think that Mason could be a very viable option. Not saying he's the game changer, but he could be a very viable option.
Jeff H., Moats and Deke. What's up, boys? Deke, you just had to jinx us again, bro. This fake rivalry put that bad juju on us.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I agree. Yep.
Yo, Moats and Deke, UGK or Outkast?
Bro, who asked that? I love both.
Jeff H.
Jeez, man. Jeff H., god dang. And it was just Pimp C birthday a couple weeks ago, man. Dang, come on, man. R.I.P. to the pimp. Hold up. Yeah. I'm smoking about that. Boy, that's my dog right there now. Yeah, man. Shoot. And then Bun B. Come on, man. Trill Burgers, you know what time it is. But then you got Outkast. Ain't nobody no match me. I'm just.
I probably have to go Outkast.
I can understand that. If you go Outkast, I'll go UGK. Shout out to Port Arthur, Texas one time. Hold up. I see you, SD Ninja. 619. Hold up. Smoke something. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of some of these UGK songs. Yeah, because they're good too. I mean, I'll stick with Outkast for now.
You know, one of my favorite songs is both of them together. The International Players Anthem. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, so you get them both together and it works perfectly. It's timeless. We could play that right now and everybody, I choose you, man. You got, you know what I'm saying? 3 stacks starting it off. Reconsider, you sure the subject, you sure I got your back like chiroprac. You feel me, man? Come on, man. God, dog. Dope in the gut raw from the kidney up. That's a Deke line right there. Be careful out there. Don't have no little Dekes running around in these streets, man. Hi. There it is. There it is. We back now.
Butcher Bargain Zofo 11.
Hey, Mano, you funny. That is accurate, though. You're very accurate. But that is actually funny, man.
Y'all want the Steelers to become a QB killing, coach firing, chase the next shiny thing. What happened to a 3-year plan?
This is accurate. This will be the final year of that 3-year plan, though. And I'm with you on that. That's my energy as well, man. Let's see this whole thing play out, baby. Diamonds in the wood. Oh, Bart Basquiat, stop playing, Bart. I'm digging what you talking about over there, man. Sheesh. Yeah, Jeff H. Pimp C had that, man. He one of the ones right there. RP to the pimp, man. I remember my college roommate, bro. He would bump UGK like religiously, sun up to sundown, bro. So I got so hip to just UGK because literally it could be in the morning. My man go from like, I could hear him in there doing his little prayer. And then next thing I know, I'm hearing Pimp C. Hold up. I was like, bro, all right, I'm just diving. I'm with you, bro. Let's go, man. Sip something, man. All right. Hey. I grip the wood. You ever had that wood grain? Does anybody want to have wood grain, bro? Hey. But Outkast fire too, and shout out to Hey Y'all Stan Clip. Deke, you probably love Hey Y'all, don't you? Hey Y'all.
Their best song for me is probably what was the one on the Tiger Woods soundtrack?
On the video game.
Oh my god.
Because they got some fire, bro. When you start talking they old school stank on you. Super. I'm about to butcher that joint, but you know what I'm talking about.
What is that song called? It goes boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah. I like the way you move. Yeah. I like the way you move.
Yeah, that's what I was on that Tiger Woods soundtrack back in the day.
I like the way. I like the way. Ooh, baby, stop me. You about to have me? We just jamming on all this, bro. All right.
International. Shout out to you both for a great show as usual. We had a great season. We played great against the Bills. No TJ, and it was one of our safeties' first games.
Yeah.
Well, it was both of our safeties' first games.
First game back, yeah.
In a minute.
Yeah.
KZ was 3 games absent. Minka more than that. I think it had an effect early in the game.
I would agree.
I think it did. But again, what do you do there? It's not like, hey, Minka, take a seat.
Yeah.
We've been rolling with Pat P at safety in this skeleton crew over the last 3 weeks.
They've been playing with a lot of heart. Been playing really great. We don't want to mess up the rhythm.
Hey, yeah, best safety in the league. You just sit down.
Just for the rhythm. We don't want to mess up the rhythm. Yeah.
Maybe we could have done that for KZ though. Maybe we could have.
It did look real like he got ran all the way over when I went back and looked at it again. I was just like, dang. I don't know what was he specifically looking at to you.
KZ?
Yeah.
Trying to tackle Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Was he looking at?
Do you think he got fooled by do you think it was the fake slide that got him? I was really curious.
No, the couple guys in front of KZ were thrown off by the fake slide. KZ still should have made the tackle. I've admitted that.
All right. Because, I went back. I was just like, whoa.
No, he should have made the tackle.
All right.
But there was another guy or two in front of KZ in pursuit of Allen. Or in front of Allen. Allen got around them. And then KZ, was square right against Allen and should have tackled him. It's pretty clear.
Gotcha.
But Eric Rowe got held at the line.
Who had him? Who yoked him up?
It was the center or guard. Can't remember.
Mitch Morris
I think Marcus Golden was getting held too.
Damn, they yoked him up.
Yeah, you could check out the screenshot.
Did they look like little kids? Was they like, help me, mommy, help me? Or was it like, no, stop, homie? Which one was it like? Was it no?
No, there was no acting involved.
It wasn't acting. They
were really getting held.
They're grown men. So if the grown men couldn't get off of them, I'm trying to figure out what was his. Was it like no or no?
Nah, it was
which one did he play dead? You know that works. I saw in Seattle. If you play dead, bro, you could get a flag. Did he just go boneless? What they say was a passive. This is a passive. Oh my gosh, I forgot what they even call it. It's like a passive standoff. You know what I mean? Where you're supposed to lay there. Yeah, a passive protest. That's what it is. They just played dead.
No, they were trying to fight through it. They were trying not to make excuses.
Don't hold me.
But it was clear as day.
Let it go. Stop it. Let me go.
You get a better angle of it on that old 22 as well.
Go. Just stop. Was he holding him like from the front or from like the side? I feel like we were watching Friday, but you never seen Friday. If you would watch Friday, you would get this like, was it like this? Or was it like this? Since he was old, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I think it was like the first one. You gotta watch this movie, bro. Seriously, you gotta watch this movie, bro.
I was close to watching it.
Oh my God, you gotta watch this movie.
It might have been on TV.
Because for a fact, if you
It's
could,
definitely on one of my streaming services that I'm subscribed to.
if you watch the movie,
is it Netflix
bro,
or it's on Netflix or Prime Video? I don't. It's on.
If
one
you
of
get a
those.
chance to watch it, just you know what I'm saying, like,
I saw
was
it
it
pop
like
up.
this? Or was it like this? It's like, whoa. I think it was like the first one. Yeah, it's the first one. You never know, man. Just never know.
How we looking for TG?
I totally forgot. Let me hit him real quick, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I was like, no, let me go. Stop wanting me.
Let me go. Shane Carter Jr. What's up, guys? I'm really proud of this team. I feel like they grew and experienced playoff ball. Turnovers were the difference. I'm excited to see a competition going into next year at quarterback. Excited for the future.
I'm excited for it as well, man. What we doing? Shoot. And he also said he is ready to go.
Okay.
So, bet.
Works for me.
I like it. And then we'll get back to the rest of them supers and then finish up these ones day 2. All right. We appreciate y'all rocking with us as well, man. Because it's like I said, man, y'all been in the building with us, man. So we definitely going to make sure we spend our time with y'all as well, man. Yeah.
Get caught up.
Absolutely. No catch up, though. You know, no, we ain't on that this week.
Come on.
We ain't on that this week, bro. Some people like catch up a lot. We ain't on that. Team no catch up over here. I might need to plug everything in, Deke. You know I was tripping earlier today, bro. I was salsaing, all right? Y'all forgive me, okay? This will happen when we salsa on the front end. Now we solid. Call up the homie. Hopefully I got this thing set up right. I don't feel like I got it set up right.
TG, you there?
You're. Is it me or is it him? Yo, you got us over there? Okay, I got you. It was super duper low on the settings, but you know the player gonna make that thing straight the way it's supposed to, baby. Come on now. Shoo. So now that my dog is in the building, y'all hear his voice. Can I get a mic check? I hear you, baby. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
There he is. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are joined right now by the one and only Pittsburgh Steelers alumni, West Virginia Mountaineer alumni, almost heaven, one half of the locker mates, my mother freaking locker mate, and a good supporter of the Buffalo Bills, Terence Garvin. TG, what's the word, TG? How you living over your side, man?
Man, I'm cool, man. I'm feeling good.
Okay.
Fun.
Respect, man. You know, we ain't talked to you and, you know, been a little time, man. But glad to have you back with us. You all right?
Back kicking, you know, I was down bad.
Yeah, man.
Down bad watching games, you know?
Man, then he had to travel a little bit. I was like, bro, but I like how you showed up when it was time to show up. I'm seeing him. He was out there with Coach Dungy. That's how you know you big time. When you taking pictures with the Dungy and then it was another special
Coach
somebody too.
Brian Bellett.
Check this out.
I saw him with the Ravens old coach.
Yeah, man.
I was a little kid out there trying to get the signature from Coach Brian Bellett back in the day, man. Like, you know, 20 years later, I had to hit him with the ace kindness, man. It took 20 years to get this one. I stayed persistent, you know.
Hey, shout out to you for asking for the autograph, because the one time I met Brian Billick, I was so hyped, but I was like, I'm not gonna ask for the autograph. It hurt me when I was done. I'm like, bro, I should have took a picture or something, man. I was so hot about it, bro.
Next time I see Dungy, I get that signed up.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Cool, man.
Because technically, we still was like fans up, like growing up. Like, that's when I was watching Ray Lewis still in his quotes. I'm like, bro, I know that man. So yeah, I'm with it. Yeah, bro.
First hard knock.
Absolutely, you know, bro. Absolutely. Yeah. But
respect the legend.
Respect. Now, we did have a playoff game take place Monday. Supposed to take place on Sunday, but had to get relocated. Not relocated, just postponed. All right. But what were your thoughts on everything that took place Monday night or Monday afternoon?
Man, it was just a tough game. You can't start slow in the playoffs, you know. Yeah. Playoffs is every play counts. Literally every single play counts. They started slow. They just never really got clicking. It's kind of like, but they did a good job. They were Steeler football in a sense. They kept it They kept it really, a strike away the whole time.
Yeah.
They got that big penalty on that third down on Josh Allen when he slid that was a big penalty.
Yeah.
I think they would have had a chance to strike after that, and then it just got away from there. But I mean, they were them. They didn't run the ball. Like, for it to be that cold, for it to be that day, they were supposed to run the ball. Like, it was supposed
Why
to
do you
be
think that wasn't the case though?
I mean, bro, it really looked like they just weren't as big as them. Like, that team looked bigger and stronger than them, to be honest.
What team? What team you talking about?
Man, Buffalo, they look bigger and stronger than them. Up front, they just look
who?
bigger and stronger. Than Pittsburgh up front.
Oh.
Like, their front looked bigger and stronger. It just felt stronger. But just the runs didn't get downhill like they have been getting down. It looked like they went back in that shotgun. I mean, when they got scored on early, it looked like they went away from their plan. Like, just the let's commit to the run. Let's make this a short game.
Almost like yo, let's be physical. And then it was like, they're a little bit more, so let's take a different approach. That's kind of what you're saying.
It felt like that. It felt like it got punched back, and it's like, all right, let's try something different instead of just sticking with the jab. But it just wasn't their day, man. Like, I just felt like they were getting hit. Buffalo's turned up. Buffalo's a team that's tasted playoff success before. Buffalo's a team that's, they're a team that's on a mission. Like, when they get that a certain time of year, they start to clicking and they hot right now.
I'm with you
so
on
it's
that.
like that was, they know how to get hot at the right time. Like, and they're hot at the right time. Just like, Kansas City.
I'm feeling warm myself, bro. I turned the fan. I started to sweat a bit when you started talking right there, bro. I'm with you, man. Mm-hmm.
It's who can get hot. It's knowing how to win late. Like, and they know they're hot at the right time. And then, they punched them boys in the mouth. Like, I thought Pittsburgh swung. I thought they got punched in the mouth. Like, legit, just punched in the mouth. Them boys was physical. I thought they out physical them. I thought they hit them, like I was saying, they hit them in the mouth. They were controlled the ball. You know what I mean? It's protect the football and get the football. And they did a good job. They won the turnover battle. They did everything they were supposed to do to win that game. Like, it was nothing that.
TG Moats is enjoying you talking
no,
like this way too
no,
much.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
The chat wants me to hang up. We might need to call you back.
Stop it. Don't do that. Don't ruin it. We're not ruining this. Keep it going, TG.
Long touchdown.
Keep it going, TG. What did you hate about it? Which long touchdown? Are you talking about the throwing one or the running one? I was confused.
It was a fake slide, right?
Talk to me a little bit. Talk to me.
And I mean, how ironic that we talked the fake slide, and it came from.
What made it so ironic? What are you talking about? What you referring to?
The creator of the fake slide.
I had never heard a fake slide outside of Peyton Manning when he
just don't respect
fell and then got back up.
So it was a fake slide.
In the day of how it wasn't a fake slide, but it's like in the day of how protected those quarterbacks are, like, and it's just you can't. Mahomes did the same thing. You can't plan to hit these dudes because they'll dive at any time, and it's a flag. I thought that flag was a bad call because it's like the way he's playing, you don't know what he's doing.
Yeah,
you gotta be able. They gotta do something with that. That's nasty.
This was part of my question, just surrounding the whole slide, no slide, the E-Rob hit versus the long touchdown run and things like that. I think two different things here. I think the one where is this a fake slide? Watching Josh Allen play for as long as he's been playing in Buffalo, if you watch him, an open field like that, bro, he's running the football. Even with that juke, it's a chatter, bop, bop, and he's getting ready to burst on you. He's trying to figure out, am I cutting this thing or am I going straight? I think the last one.
Where do you hit him, though?
What, in terms of where do you hit? KZ hit him. He just got ran over. Let's not act like KZ didn't hit him square up.
But if KZ
let's not act like KZ hit him square up.
Because I'm not going to give KZ that label. Because if he comes to take that shot, he's the bad guy.
No, he's not. Josh is taking shots this season.
If he takes that shot and he slides, it's a flag.
If he slides, yeah. If he slides,
but you don't know if he's sliding or not.
And we understand, and we understand that is the big challenge with mobile quarterbacks.
So now he becomes a big and strong mobile quarterback that you can't just load up and hit him.
That's a part of it. But at the same time, we can't act as if we don't want to protect quarterbacks when literally every rule is designed to protect quarterbacks.
But that's protecting them too hard right there. You can't hit
But
them.
you can't pick and choose. But now you picking and choosing how much you want to protect them.
I'm fully for they need to unprotect him in the field a little bit.
But that's because you play defense like me. I'm with you. I've been saying this, but this is how the game is officiated, and we all know that. You can't touch quarterbacks. They're always rules, especially, bro. You know that.
I'm not jumping on no crazy wagons, bro. This isn't the start, like, no drama like that. They don't protect Lamar in that aspect because they know Lamar will run. Josh Allen is a guy who also will run. He shouldn't be protected in that same aspect.
And he typically, and what I'm trying to tell you, he doesn't get it like that. But in this instance, we're looking at two particular plays, and honestly, I looked at the play where he slid and the Landon Roberts hit him, and I looked and it was a similar play where Mason Rudolph slid and AJ Klein for the Buffalo Bills jumped over him. Both slides happened right at the exact last second, but the difference was Miles Jack hits him in the chest. That's the difference. Whereas for the Bills, AJ Klein jumps clearly over him. And I think his leg lands on him. No, it's a mindset. TG, you know it's a mindset, bro. You know it's a mindset, bro. It's a mindset. One dude is jumping over. One dude is putting his helmet, his chest, his shoulder pad in his chest, bro. It's a difference.
I respect that. But at the same time, you're talking about another one that Mason's clearly not going to drop his shoulder on you.
Who says that? He dropped the shoulder versus Detroit Lions and knocked the dude out. He knocked the dude out.
He just ran for a 60-yard burst.
Bro, but you acting like Mason ain't never dropped a shoulder on somebody. Mason has dropped the shoulder and knocked the Detroit Lions defender out in Pittsburgh. We all watched that. We all did. Mason Rudolph, same foot, same shoulder, more power. So what is the difference? There is nothing. If you play in the game, you got to play the game, bro. So should Mason be at fault for when he ran over the defender from the Lions?
No, yes, he should be just.
I think gosh, bro.
To me, I don't have no problem with the quarterback being a runner. I think that's an aspect of the game. I respect it. I'm not saying that, but you can't throw that flag on him in the fourth quarter when in that moment.
And you could tell Jack was letting up on him too. He didn't.
Did he hit him in the chest? Yes or no?
He didn't push Allen.
Did he hit him in the chest?
He let up on him. You could see his hands.
He did not put. He put his hands up after he hit him in the chest, bro. Don't act like he did. Don't act like he missed him.
Terrible.
Let's not act. So if it was 7, so this is the question then. Both scenarios. Why does the Bills' offensive line react the way that they reacted then? And why is
I didn't feel like they reacted like that.
All right, watch the tape.
They're trying to get a call.
No, watch the tape. Because he hit him. Watch the tape. It ain't hard. If that was our guy, we would want the same call.
What are you supposed to do with him?
Bro, these are
these are my questions.
I'm with you. But I think what you're speaking on is more of just how the quarterback position as a whole is viewed. But we're talking specifically about this Bill situation. I don't think we're on the same page with it. I think as a whole, if we want to talk about how quarterbacks are protected, that's a different conversation. But they're not about the why not? That's what they do for court. So they don't do that for quarterbacks. They do it every year for quarterbacks. You know that. They do it every single year for quarterbacks. Every rule is for quarterbacks.
They don't even protect Dak. Like they don't protect, and I'm not starting it, but they don't protect. If they know he runs a little bit, they don't protect him in this that.
You watch this game, and that's what you drew from it, bro. Josh Allen gets hit. He gets hit.
I think those are big moments.
Josh Allen gets hit, bro. It is that simple. Yeah. But that's part of.
That's a big swing.
So this is my thing. So what is your correction for officiating then? Which rules are you dialing back? Because that is a bigger issue if that's what you're talking about. But
I think these quarterbacks are too protected.
But think about this: you're feeling like this now, but these things have been taking place, bro. Let's not act like this is not new. This has been taking place, bro.
But these are affecting people's livelihoods too, bro.
But you saying it like this is new. That's my whole thing. You acting
I'm
as
just
if
saying,
this is the first year
that's
we've seen a
terrible.
quarterback get special treatment. Like in 2015, playing against the Denver Broncos, you ain't watch a Peyton Manning play dead, get back up, special treatment
I'll
first
never
down.
forget.
Okay, so
I'll
what are
never
we
forget.
talking about? So in
I've seen
2015,
it,
we
but
ain't
these
tripping
are
on it, but
affecting
now we
people's
tripping on it.
lives.
Come on, bro. You know,
Come on, bro. I'm
quarterbacks
just saying
get
that
special
was
treatment,
bad.
bro. You
I
know
think that was
this.
bad.
I hate
That
all
was
of
bad.
it. I hate all of it. But you know they get special treatment, bro. You know
That was
that.
bad.
You can't hit
That
them
was
low.
bad.
You can't hit them high. If they on the sideline, that was the whole Russell Wilson, right? Is he running to turn up the sideline or is he running to go out of bounds? Russ started turning up the sideline, bro. This is what they do in this league, man. You either got one of them dudes that could do it and you love it, or you don't got one of them dudes and we having this convo like we having right now. Right now, we don't got that guy that's going to get that call. They do. The teams that got that guy, you love that call because you know you're going to get it. You put the defense in a bind. But for the teams that don't got the guy, we're going to sit here and complain about it and complain about it and complain about it. But it's not going to change until you get one of them dudes. Because you even said it yourself. They do officiate them different. And rightfully so, because they look at them as the breadwinners of the NFL. They are the big draws. The reason why we all tune in. That's how they act at them boys, bro. You know that.
I just feel like I watched the not even the Dolphin game. Like it's like, what do you do with this man?
I'm
like,
with
do
you.
you hit him or do you not hit him? Do you want me to tackle him or not?
Bro,
like,
you better figure it out, bro. I'm with you though. But
these are extra yards. You don't know these 10 and 15.
It all adds up. It adds up, bro.
That was a big game. That was a momentum shifter.
Absolutely,
that
was
a lot. That changed the game.
So my question is this: as a defender, are you supposed to play each snap and you're second guessing, or do you just play and say, "Man, I'm gonna tackle this dude regardless. I'm gonna tackle this dude regardless. I'm gonna tackle this dude regardless." Is that the approach you take?
Josh Allen needs to. You have to shoot at that. You can't even come hit that. You have to shoot at that.
And why is that? Because it's a tank, right?
Because he's so big.
Because it's a tank. Okay. So you got a lot that you worried about when you playing against Josh Allen. That's what it sounds like.
Now you're making a lot.
So now you're gonna penalize him because he's big and athletic. That's what it sounds like.
No, but you can't protect him either.
He's all a part of the same rules though. If these are all a part of the same rules, so you gonna penalize him for his size.
You get forward lean and you happen to fall on him. And now it's a flag.
So then why are the rules created for the quarterbacks then?
That's crazy.
What are they created for, bro? We don't like them, but that's why they treat them like that.
What do you do though,
bro? That's talking about how
I'm not on the bandwagon of the refs cheated and this and that. I'm not on that.
Oh,
wagon.
come on, TG.
I'm simply saying
bandwagon's up and join it.
It's not open. It is not open.
I'm not on that bandwagon. Like the boys came out, played terrible. They started flat. They got scored on first drive. You feel me?
DG, what about that Miles Jack? We're talking about Miles Jack, the one Allen overthrew it by a mile, uncatchable.
They called holding.
Called a hold. I didn't even see a holding though. I saw him put his hand out in front of him.
I thought that was tough.
That's what I mean. That was on the same drive as the other Miles Jack.
I thought it was a hold.
How about the dude took out JPJ?
This is my thing. Like, you know, the heat of the game, it's about 4 moments that really changed the game.
No, it is. No, big facts on that. Big facts.
And I'm like, yo, let's be real. Two of maybe the 4 or 5
on that drive.
Was on that drive and that Josh Allen touchdown. Those are game changers.
I'm with you on that.
Like, you're talking 7 points. You're talking momentum of
field position, everything. Yeah, absolutely.
You're talking about this game might have been 7-7,
absolutely
7-3. You're just talking
this is my whole issue though, as we're gonna talk about weighted moments and how those particular moments were way more weighty in the flow of the stuff like that. We can also spin the block and talk about how it would have been 21-zip if they literally call it a fumble recovered inbounds when the Bills linebacker has it when moved. And bro, it did not. That's not what they were reviewing. They were reviewing, did the Bills linebacker have possession inbounds?
No, it wasn't about possession.
Yes, it was. It
did
not touch his helmet.
They weren't clear on what was going on,
bro. They were. It did not touch his helmet, bro. It did not touch. Bro, no, they did not. They said because he fumbled it forward. If you fumble it forward, they got to take it back to where the fumble happened. That's why they took it back there.
His helmet.
No, because he fumbled the ball forward. If you fumble it forward, you can't advance it. They go back. That's it, bro. So that's why they took it back. It ain't hit his helmet, bro. You know that.
It was a clear fumble recovery,
bro. Exactly. So what are we talking about then, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. It did not hit his helmet, bro. We could agree to disagree on it. We could agree to disagree on it.
Did it hit his helmet or no? I thought that was.
I thought it did not, and I thought that they were challenging if he had possession inbounds before he slid out of bounds.
No, he had possession. We knew that.
Exactly. So he didn't, bro. The referees ruled it as he did not, though. That's what the referee ruled. So that's why I'm even looking at that like, okay, before we talk about any of this other stuff, that's 21 zip essentially.
That's
with
not
3,
21 zip,
bro. So it was
happened.
already 14 zip when that fumble happens. That's the same drive where Mason throws the pick in the end zone to Kyer Elam, bro. And then after that, what happens? Josh comes right back and turns it to 21 zip. The difference was it just took the interception in the end zone to do it. And that was after us feeling good about some of the plays that we had on that same drive.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
Man, it's a lot of different ones.
It's a lot of, yeah. I'm like, if we going to really start to pinpoint it, I'm like, flow of the game, that's a way different feeling, a way different flow at that point.
I agree with you there, too.
Because now we talking not just the Pickens turnover. Now we're talking move fumbling right after that, and then them turning around and scoring again. Bro, that's a way different feeling in that game.
Feel like you punch defense, we out.
Right, here. It's over. Yeah. So that's my whole thing. That's why I'm like, bro, I just feel like we can talk about that and make it about that, but at the same time, it was multiple moments in this game that also went our way.
I feel like they came and got punched in the mouth.
Like we can do this complaining thing, but they were the more physical team, bro. Yeah, they were the more physical team. They tackled better, and they didn't have the turnovers. We turned the ball over.
They did what they were supposed to do to win that game. It was not that the refs didn't lose that game. They got beat.
We can't come into stadiums and turn the ball over and spot teams 3 touchdowns and expect us to be able to win. That was my
especially away in the playoffs.
In the playoffs, bro.
You know what I mean? I'm with you with that. I'm not making that excuse at all.
Yeah, and I said that yesterday. Yeah. I said we screwed ourselves in the first half, but I also think the refs did no favors in the second half.
It was some bad calls. Like it was some bad.
I'm with you on that though. Yeah.
How much money does the NFL make, man? They need some official refs, bro. I don't understand that. Like, just make some full time. This is what they do.
But these are all these are all complaints that are not new. That's all I'm saying, bro. The quarterback protection is not new. The officiating deficiencies is not new.
I agree. I think it's hit a point though. Like this year, haven't I said this though earlier in the season, like months ago, that I feel like the refs and some of these calls are the worst I've ever seen in watching the NFL because of all the new rules and how they are protecting the quarterbacks. Yeah. The way they are, it's getting ridiculous. He's roughing the passer. Yeah, crazy.
We all deal with it every week, and it's like, bro, I hate it, you hate it, I got it, but is it gonna change? No. So you either figure out how to win around that joint, or this is what we're gonna deal with. Get one of them dudes that's gonna get them calls.
These moments are changing people's lives, though.
It is. I'm with you, bro. But what is the incentive for the NFL to change it? And that was the convo that me and Deke have had numerous times, because clearly we have in this convo. Clearly, we could feel some type of way about the officiating, and I'm sure everybody has valid reasons. But does that stop people from viewing? Does that stop people from tuning in? Does that stop people from actually showing up to these games? No. So until something changes their bottom line, what is the incentive for the NFL to make them changes right now? And they haven't had one. And that's why we haven't seen any of them changes just yet. And that's why I don't anticipate any new changes coming with that just yet, man. So we can complain about it, but is it going to change anything right now?
Which something has that.
I want something to happen.
We talked about that before. It's like,
but it's like, man,
what's the viewership look like in 5-10 years if this continues?
Because they're going to be talking about how they still getting viewership, numbers are still going up. That was the most watched Peacock game the other day too. Same officiating stuff going on in that game too. But they do not care. Because everybody's still going to be tuning in. So if they still going to be doing this, we could complain about these refs every single game if we want to. It is not going to change anything right now, though, man. That's all.
I'm with you.
That's all. But speaking of Mason, though, what'd you think of him, man?
I didn't think he played bad, For terms of situation, I didn't think he played bad. I didn't think he lost the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like he lost.
I think he got us back in the game.
I felt like he fought a good fight. I mean, they just had, it was so one-dimensional.
Why
was
you
so
react
wonderful,
like
man.
that, bro? Don't react like that,
It
man.
was so wonderful.
Don't
I
react
didn't
like
think
that, man.
I
Deke,
thought they was gonna
I'm
make Kenny and I thought they was gonna make the switch, but I just think they was,
whoa. Rewind that
yeah,
back. I missed that. What you just say?
I thought it was gonna be. I thought this was the week they was gonna kind of like dress Kenny and make Kenny like the switch at.
You're
like,
saying the starter, or like when we were down? You know,
When
when we were
they got the
down,
21 zip, you thought we was gonna make the switch then?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like, all right, let's get back to it.
I honestly thought if they would have called that move fumble, I thought we could have saw something there because it would have been 21 zip and it's rapid on fire right now.
I think it could have been a legitimate conversation for sure.
I could have seen something. Yeah,
because you're just at the point. Why not?
Yeah, and it's getting almost like out of hand. So what can we do to try to stop the bleeding real quick? Yeah.
Even though it wouldn't have been all on Mason or anything,
which I agree too.
It would have been due to the Pickens fumble and the Frymouth fumble at that point,
which have zero to do with him. Yeah.
Man, like,
dang, TG that brought up the kitty. He said, "Yo."
Yeah, we didn't talk about that yesterday. I mean, I do think there was a moment in that second quarter where you are thinking like it might be time for 8. Like, just why not?
I can see it, bro. That's
man, them boys just really like they just look like they got out physical.
No,
they just look like them boys were bigger, stronger. They just got punched in the mouth. You know?
We all agreed about the physicality element. I kind of depicted it as a team that has been in the playoffs the past 4 years and have been competing for trying to get one of them Lombardis versus a team in terms of us that this was kind of a newer experience with this group, man. Mason, first time starting in the postseason, right? GP first experience in that thing. A lot of dudes, that was their first go at this. And I just thought that first half, they kind of got the awakening of, oh, this is a different speed, kind of like us in 2014. Where we like, oh, all right, this is a little bit different now. We've heard the stories, but this feels different out here. All right. And then you come back that following year. And then after that, you feel even better about it. Then the next, you feel even better about it. I just kind of looked at it like that. Like, man, that first half was our learning experience. The second half, we kind of settled in. And now we build upon this going into this offseason and obviously for next season as well.
Now we'll see.
Yeah. We shall see, though.
Now, I got another question about Mason, though, but real quick, do you think there was any conspiracy on the game being moved the way that it was?
Here you go, man. It was safety, player safety, health and safety of the fans.
I got a theory on the player safety.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
Let's hear it.
Like, my thing is, like, if we're player safety, man, it's nothing safe about playing in negative 20.
Zero safe about it, bro.
Like, at some point, you have to be like, look, let's take this to the dome, and like, you can just have first rights with all your ticket fans. But it's nothing safe about playing in negative
0, bro. Zero.
It's nothing safe about some of these games. Like, it's like, bro, just
you causing permanent damage on some of these folk, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Seriously, yeah.
like, bro, that Miami game, bro, you can't be mad at them boys. Like, them boys, it was too cold out there. Like, that was just who wants to win it work. Like, you can see Mahomes was like, this matters to me. It just matters.
Other dudes like, bro, it ain't that deep to me, fam. You can have this,
bro.
I'm gonna get that same check regardless. I'm gonna holler at y'all, bro. Just,
man, it was
can I get the coat?
The jacket wasn't keeping them warm.
Bro, you seen it, right? You seen it. Yeah. You know what time it is. Yeah.
I was seeing it, like, bro, it's too cold out here. It was a lot of people making business decisions. Like, bro, I'm cool.
When it get like that, you see who loves it and it's a job tool. You see who loves it, who's a job tool.
Like, bro, that Buffalo, Pittsburgh, that's what it kind of looked like, too. It looked like, bro, we really, this matters still. We have to go do this first. Yo, let's try to go do this.
Yeah,
it felt like just, bro, it was really cold out there, bro. Like, people say what they want. You done made it through the season. You done got all the way through kind of healthy. You like, bro, it's really cold out here.
We got some people in the chat kind of agree. My man Roro, she says, you could tell GP was cold on that fumble. I was like, yeah, so many people was a little chilly out there. Look a little chilly out there.
Bro, it's too cold out here, bro.
And you get the little dry, ashy chill cold too, man. You like, dang, when your skin dry, I know you freezing, man. Yeah.
Man, you don't even want to, like, talk to people, man. It's it's really cold out there, bro. I think y'all understand.
They showed it to enjoy when they were talking to. I'm like, yeah, to it. That's very different where you have right now. This is freezing cold, bro. Insane.
Are you talking about the iPad starting to freeze?
Yeah,
up,
bro.
Like,
that's a whole other ball game, bro. Whole other ball game.
Hey, bro, it's really, you want me to go tackle somebody? Like, I was surprised at some of them kickers kicking the ball the way they were. Like,
yeah,
it was a lot of. So that's why I thought Najee was gonna have a day. I'm like, there's no way they're jumping in front of this today. Yeah. You know?
Business decisions.
They're saying he might have had a better day if the game was on Sunday.
If it was snowy, they said it would have benefited the more physical team. That's what he said.
Do you think there was anything janky going behind the scenes?
Would it have been a different outcome if
with
it
the
was
movement
on
of the game
Sunday with snow?
NFL's played
Sunday
snow before.
was about to be player safety of snow. You can't even see this man in front of you. What are you talking about?
So you were good moving it?
Bro, you dead serious couldn't see anybody in front of you, bro.
State moved it. You're not hearing me.
That came from up top, man.
Yeah, that came from up top. I'm just asking. I'm asking.
All right. TG said he is not going there. He's not finding that comfort.
But he did say it was a fake slide. I'll take that. And he was ripping on the refs a little bit. I like that.
He more so ripped on the refs and the philosophy.
This was a decent call.
He didn't rip on the fake slide because it wasn't a fake slide. It was a stutter and go, and he just happened to make our guys not look as athletic or as strong or as fast all in the same play because all three of them things happened at once. Juked some people, ran through somebody, and then left the rest of them. They
have to fix that. Yeah. They have to fix that rule. That affects football way too much.
Fair enough. I'm on the first part, the fake slide part, cool. The KZ part, cool. What about the burst after all that? That don't matter either.
I didn't like that. I mean, bro, these are still freak athletes, grown men.
They freak athletes.
So if he leans up to hit him in his slide, if he leans up to hit him,
so now he a freak athlete. So now you're a freak athlete.
If he leans up to hit him, bro, we're not gonna act like KZ's not on that. We're gonna give him his respect.
I ain't saying that he won't on that. I'm just saying it was a bad matchup. That's all. It was a bad matchup for Kate.
Football guys know.
It couldn't just be a bad matchup for him.
Bro, I'll never forget the captain. I'll never forget. You know what I'm talking about. He got ran over by Carson Palmer. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
That affected his whole career back there. They never
lost
looked
the juice.
at him.
Lost the juice. You can't.
Yeah, they was like, oh, you can't be the Steelers.
You can't be the guy no more.
No.
Yeah.
We just had a Troy here.
Yeah.
It's a Shamarko.
You're supposed to be an absolute killer. That can't happen.
You're supposed to be a killer.
There is no answer for that. Yeah.
So now you're changing the dynamic of the whole. Everything changes from being able to do stuff like that, bro.
Look, man, I just don't spend a lot of time with this officiating convo. You know what I'm saying, man? I just come from the era where we just don't blink, bro. We ain't into all this, blaming officials, seeking comfort.
I mean, now it's like I'd rather say,
man.
But that came back to haunt him in the fourth.
Oh well, man, go get after him.
Oh,
go get after him, bro. I'd rather say, "Whoa, this sickle, bro. Come on, get after him." Hey, and this is also on the heels of him just getting suspended and losing over 200 bands.
Yeah,
let's not forget that either. Let's not forget that part. I'm with you. I'm with you on it. Trust me. I'm just having a little fun, but trust me, I'm with you on it.
Like if I'm him, I'm literally like,
I'm like, bro, I'm not about to run up on this after you just took 200 out my pocket, bro. You're tripping. Yeah.
So everybody's mad at Buddy for taking off.
Higby's knee. I seen it. Yeah.
And I'm like,
I wasn't tripping on it. I thought, cause and effect.
I personally was like, that's a great hit.
This what you got to do. And I said,
for the NFL that they want, you're either gonna lose your tech or he has to lose his leg. It's one of the.
And eventually, if enough of them lose their leg, they'll change the rule. I promise you, they will.
They'll change the rule,
but they're not going to. But they won't change it until you blow enough knees out.
That's what has to happen. Like it has to be more shots like that.
It's legitimate.
People be like, oh, okay, they're tripping back there now.
Because it's like he can come back faster from this concussion. He ain't coming back this season from this knee. And those are gonna be them combos, man. But
it's like code law, like man.
You are always taught not to hit in the knee. That's like hitting in the nuts.
Bro,
don't hit no knee.
Hit me in the mouth.
Yeah, bro.
But it's like, I can't pay for that.
Bop me in my chest, my head, and neck area every single day. Please do not touch my knees. Whatever you do, bro. If you care about me, man, don't hit my knee, bro.
but that's what they asking for.
Yeah.
And now these quarterbacks are gonna have to get the same shot in the second.
Hey, chill out, bro. Don't do that. You doing a lot. You doing a lot.
You try to shoot like
you doing a lot. Don't do that. You doing a lot. Don't do that.
The Minka missed tackle was tough. That was a good. That was
that was on officiating too, probably, huh?
Nah, that was on Minka. It's cold. That was on. It's cold out here though. I see. He makes that in the warmth. He makes that. He went and got 10 of them. He makes that in the warmth. But yeah, it's cold out here.
He think even just trying to sleeve this one. I ain't trying. I got a hat and hands. I gotta get that showed in again. It's late in the game too, bro.
That bend. You know, you still kind of hand a little
please bit. Come with me, please. Fall. Yeah.
It's cold. It was real cold out there, bro. And they didn't even try to play it like that wasn't super cold. It was really cold out there, bro. All right. Tough. That's just a tough one, man.
Say it again, man. So what happened again? Who was more physical in this game? What was it again? I just one more time.
TG, let's move on. I'm gonna ask you a new question.
All right, Buffalo. Deke, man, come on, bro. Sometimes my hearing ain't the best. In my older years, I'm 35 and a half. I don't know if you know that, TG. So in my older years, since I got to hear certain things like a couple times, that's all, man. So I appreciate you for that, man. Yeah.
TG, what's Mason's future in Pittsburgh?
I think they'll let Mason. So that's weird because it's kind of like it's the business part of it. Because to be honest with you, they'll really let Mason get up out of here because now you got a situation. So now you gotta let him stop.
They say one of them's acting a little different too, and they said he walked out, ain't want to talk to nobody. They say he act a little brand new all of a sudden, bro.
Now you done got home. Home's not happy.
Yeah, it's 3 weeks now. We done had 3 different reports of something just being a little off. We can't confirm nor deny, but it's just a little
not happy going
off.
Into the summertime.
Yeah, wifey don't want to go on vacay right now, man. She a little upset, bro.
She don't want to go.
She like,
she
don't want to
talk.
No, I'm all
she don't want to do nothing.
She walked down. I just need some time.
So what do you think happens?
And then I seen a couple people in there like, man, Mason. Like I heard a lot of people in there like. It was the support was not there.
You can't have 2 baddies in the house. That's what he said, bro. You can't have 2 of them in here. No, that ain't gonna work. They both can't cook that breakfast, Deke. I don't care what they might tell you. They can't. It ain't gonna work like that, Deke. It ain't gonna work, Deke.
They might try to do something though, man. I don't think his stock is too hot right now. So, but
I think it's hot enough. Oh, ho. They might try to do something with which.
With Kenny, they might.
That's what I was trying to hear because I was like, one is an unrestricted cat where if you ain't franchising a transition in it, then that could go.
It's hot enough to do nothing though. Because you might be like, you know what, Mason, I'm gonna rock with you, Kenny. I'm gonna try to do this,
but it's hard to move him.
But I don't think he did that.
But he has a first rounder from 2 years though.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying,
is that enough to have any like?
But what can you get?
That's what I'm trying to. Yeah, I mean, probably at best, what, a 4, 3, 4.
Yeah, I'd assume a team would be willing to give up a couple firsts.
No.
Why you playing, Deke?
No.
Hey, my man said I'd probably give up a couple firsts for Kenny. When we asked about Justin Fields, you was over here fighting for a first and a second. I was like, bro, wait a minute now. Hold on.
No.
I like it.
I'm actually surprised you even brought up you think the Steelers would entertain a trade. I think it would come down to if Kenny's unhappy and would request a trade. I think the Steelers would probably stick with them.
Yeah, but then you let Mason go all the way go.
You see, me and Moats have said you bring Mason back and just make it a competition, Mason and Kenny.
You can't have a competition.
See, I get what you're saying, TG, because of him being the first rounder, and here he was supposed to be the prom king. Like, this is the rollout. You're the guy. Yeah. Boo the first guy out the building. I don't even care. You're going. It's your time now. Here are the keys to the car. Period.
Yeah.
That is a very hard thing to say. Now it's a competition when you married
it. Competition gets people's jobs fired. That gets somebody in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, because now they're saying, okay, well, who was responsible for this pick? You told me that this was the guy. Now he's not the guy.
Kind of stuck with what we had over here,
and we could have saved money or even drafted something different that could have helped us out.
I don't like that mentality. I'm
with
not,
you.
I'm not
I'm with you,
disagreeing with you guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely
because
with
I
you.
think you're saying this is how it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But
that's how
That's
it
the
is.
business side.
you want the best guy out there.
Yeah.
That's how it should
it's
be.
not like you're not just gonna see
Because it's politics with it, bro. Like, you can't sit a first rounder. We already talked about that, right? In the sense of just like, even when he was struggling or not doing certain things that we've seen Mason do recently, right? If Mason
but I'm being real, bro. Don't be sleep if they try to get back in this sweepstakes. There's some quarterbacks out here like coming up right now, man.
It really depends on how aggressive they want to be with it, man.
Yeah, like, yo, we'll trade you this, give us this, we'll re-sign this, but we're trying to get this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're trying to restart. We're trying to get us a young rookie. If you be like, all right, we'll settle for a second and a third for Mason. I mean, for Kenny.
Yeah.
That'll be okay. Let's sign Mason. Just give him a friendly, like, let's get him back for
something where we feel confident. He feels a little bit better, but we know that this isn't the you're our guy. This is just that we like you, and if it work out, you are taken care of, but we still can go
let's
shot.
Try to draft one and start over and build the whole team around it. Get you a line. You know what I mean? It's almost like saying, like, let's take our time. Let's start to get you a line.
I see what you mean. But no, the politics side or the business side, I do agree. That's the whole messiness with it because of him being a first rounder. Almost to the same extent when we had talked, just Jaylen Warren finally getting more touches from Najee, right? Or even potentially starting over Najee. It's like, even though we felt like he was the clear-cut better guy earlier in the year, it's certain things that you just can't do right now, man, because of just the business of football, the politics that come with it. So I do get what you're saying, but my only rebuttal is, has Kenny done enough versus what we've seen Mason do in this 4-game span to potentially take away some of that cachet and ultimately boost up Mason a little bit more in this kind of decision process?
I think it's just so, like, you really don't know what you got. You don't know. Like, you know from practice and stuff, but you don't know.
I mean, because the sample size is still small. We still haven't seen it from start to finish for 17 games where you're the guy coming in this thing and everything. You
just can't put no money behind either one. And it's like your money's already behind the other to where you ride with what you got at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but to an extent, this is what makes Mason's situation so beautiful is he's unrestricted. So the Steelers are going to have to commit to some extent financially that they want him back here and they view him to a certain level. Otherwise, he can tap, he can leave the market.
With what you got. That's why financially, business-wise, it's like, well, I'm already paying for this so much.
Yeah.
I've already given this so much. Man, you sure this ain't it?
Could you really allow Mason to walk out the door and Kenny be the only guy that you're rolling with as your main guy next year?
I mean, you bring something up, then you're gonna draft something anyway.
So why not Mason?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna draft something, what's the difference between drafting something in the first or second versus, or not? First is different. Let me not say first. Drafting something in the second and third versus having Mason.
You can't Mason because Mason brings about a different storyline.
Yeah, because Mason's storyline is he's shown that he could be successful and has had more success, at least in this span.
It's like a family man. Like, bro, you've already got caught cheating with her. Like, anybody but her. It can't keep being her. You know what I mean? Like, you can't keep not this one.
You funny for that. It's again not that one. All right, you can bring anybody else in here, just not her, because you really like her. If it's her, you really like her.
Yeah,
it can't be her. It could be Deke, it could be TG, it could be Moats, it could be all three. It can't keep being Deke over and over and over, because now it's like, you really feel some type of way. Like,
I don't know if it's like that though, because the Steelers have been overlooking Mason this whole time. The only reason Mason's out there is because Pickett got hurt, and then Mitch played so bad.
But there was a time where the Steelers had an opportunity to switch back to the girl that they loved, and they decided to go with Mason.
But Mason played the best we've seen at the quarterback position since
which is also true.
That was the best quarterback performance we've seen in the last 2 years.
It's definitely true, bro.
Trade the wife and go with him then.
Yeah, he's like, are you going with the girlfriend or you going with the wife? But he's saying you can't have wifey and girlfriend in the crib at the same time. That's what he said.
Hey, you want me to read you these Deontay Johnson comments that just came out?
Oh, he
on Mason Rudolph.
He hot boy.
I seen that.
I'm oblivious. I haven't seen it. Drop the tape. Drop the tape. Let me hear. Drop the tape.
Deontay said, "I've been on the Mason plane, so it wasn't nothing I wasn't expecting for him not to do. I kind of had high hopes of him doing what he's been doing when he became the starter. I hope he gets the job next year and do what he's got to do. But he did great. He did a great job, in my opinion.
Oh, I missed that one. That's a full-on endorsement, bro. Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying, TG. That's and that's your $18 million Pro Bowl receiver as well.
Doing?
Whoa. Whoa.
And
wait a minute. TG.
Gotta get out of here too.
TG, and wait a minute. If we rewind it back to the interview that we had.
Wait, did he just say he's got to get out of here too?
He been trying to trade him. You know he's trying to trade him. You know he's trying to trade him. But what I will say is this though. If you remember when we talked to Deontay Johnson, bro, remember when he talked about just the difference transitioning from a guy like Seven to going to Kenny and how he said just mentally he had to adjust at times, right? Certain things that he would see or not see. With Mason, his production has increased. He has seen the end zone a lot more. He has been dancing again, right? So I'm sure to an extent, he might be feeling like, bro, I'm way more productive with this guy, and this guy was here when I was with the last guy I was super productive with. I get it. See, I did not hear those I missed all of that. Whoa. Yeah, TG, you on to something, baby. Yeah, that's a different dynamic. Those are no longer just sisters. Those are definitely rivals. That is rival-ish. Yeah.
It's a big thing.
Yeah, just because he said it, it's like now you making it sound like you picking a side because it didn't just say Deontay didn't just simply say, yo, I would love for Mason to come back and get a chance. He said, yo, I want him. I want him to do it. And I knew he could do this.
I believed this whole time.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not surprised by it. That's TG. Deke, you know, y'all know what. Yeah, what do you mean? You knew, you took the same way when Najee went and talked to Matt Canada, said, "Yo, we need to do these type of plays," and when it worked out, he was like, "Yeah, I feel good. Feels good. All right." Oh, I missed all of that. Jeez, Louise. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a little spicier. I did not know he said that specifically. I thought it was more just the thought process of it. And I was like, okay, just the thought process of, both quarterbacks. I get it. Yeah, but I did not know he actually flat out said, like, I do want him.
They both can't come back.
Yeah, because that's, that is definitely a clear cut, like, I want him, and that's the receiver, bro. We can make a case.
Things just got really interesting.
And you can make a case DJ was our best receiver down the stretch when Mason was here, even though Pickett was cooking too. Both of these dudes went to a whole nother level with Mason. It was like, dude. Between big play over here and sauce them up every play over here, they scoring tutties, bro. It was, oh, I did not know he said that. Yeah, I missed that one. I definitely missed that one. That's a little different. That's a little different, man. Like he said, and because of who it was saying it, now I could also understand if, I don't know if he heard it or not, but when you walk out and not want to talk to the media, maybe he knew that too. You know what? I can see that all.
Jaylen Warren gave Mason some support too.
What Jaylen Warren say? I missed that one too, bro.
Not as emphatic as Deontay's.
Yeah, that was like emphatic. That's why I reacted like how I did. Like, I ain't trying to be messy. I'm like, bro, you legit said
I want him to have the job.
Have the job. Not I want him to come back and compete. Not, hey man, between Kenny and Mason, whichever one works out, bro, it's gonna all be good for us. I'm happy either way. You know the cookie cutter talk. You know how I go, TG. Yeah, man. You know I'm gonna support them both, man. It's gonna be a good job. I mean, I done had success with both of them. Yeah, you know that's my starter, man. That's my guy. So I love them both. But me and Mason got a rapport too. We came in the same time. So Nah, my man flat out said I'm not surprised by it. I knew he could do it, and I want him to be. I hope he could be the guy next year.
That's my quarterback.
That's a very different tone and conversation, man. When you're saying it like that.
I want to go with him in the summertime.
Yeah,
not Kenny.
Yeah, that is very different, bro.
Yeah,
and
like
Deke, you know this, bro. We ain't even being funny. You know that, like. He said the stuff that like we always.
Oh no, I'm thinking about what happens in the future now. I'm already thinking like, okay, this happened. Yeah. How do the Steelers handle this?
And typically, you want
bro. You think I'm joking? I'm dead serious. To be like, you know what? He's out of here, and you can ride too.
If that's your man's, because you might be the cancer now. If Mason isn't back, we've already said on record that you like this guy over this guy. Is this going to be an issue now? If he's struggling, is this going to be an issue if his development doesn't progress to the speed that you think it should? Those are very legitimate conversations, man.
Yo, you think it's
legitimate,
really
bro.
Like that. It's like,
legitimate.
Bro, this is, you just legitimate.
Because you attack the, that's because he has to be heavily a part of the model still because he's the investment. And the bigger investment is still in the first round draft pick versus the $18 million where I can get up out of this
At the end
in a
of
year.
the day, that first round draft pick is everything.
Yeah, that's a 5-year plan. That's the 5-year plan. So you're either a part of it, you're either part of the solution or part of the problem. That's how they're gonna look at that, bro. Yeah, to an extent.
You might be somebody you might could look into as well.
Yeah, to an extent. Yeah.
Like, not to say it like that, but they just like, bro,
just because of what he said. When you say it publicly, it's like, we want this information, but when they give you this information, this is kind of the fallout from it. Typically, you don't get a guy in this situation saying that. They will go around it, and we kind of got to piece it together. He flat out said that's what he wants. Who he rocking with type. So there's no surprise now. Yeah, we don't have to debate, who does he like more? He's like, he flat out told you who he likes more. Who does he want next year? He ain't got to ask him, hey, DJ, you want Kenny to be the starter next year? We ain't got to ask him because he said it right there who he wants. Yeah.
But it's not like he's just changed life. Like, it's really just he's saying what's the reality.
Right, he's saying this is what he feels better with. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the reality of the situation is you can't have both. That's just the reality. Like, you kind of need to, like, because it just makes it messy a little bit. Not
I missed that, bro. I totally missed
that.
But
it's not just because he said that. It was like that either way. Like, that's what it is now.
Right, but you would agree though, it's a difference between we know the elephant in the room versus let's all address the elephant in the room. This is kind of I want to address it. Let me bring it to the front. This is who I want versus we know it's a quarterback situation going on, but we'll deal with that later. That's all.
But it is what it is either way.
I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Yeah.
You can't. Like, the 2 starter thing ain't really it. Like, you never have just 2 starters. Mm-hmm. You know, you got a starter and you got your guy. Like, that's why they announced it so early. Like, this is going to be the starter. You know?
Yeah. Interesting.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, another.
I'm still processing all this right now.
Yeah, bro. It was a lot, man. Did we get the Jaylen Warren comments? What did Jaylen Warren say?
Because you know how I've been talking about Mason. Like, I want Mason back, and I think he should compete with Kenny. And if I had to give an edge to be QB1 next year, you might be surprised at this, TG.
I was on the same page with
Mason.
You, bro.
But I thought they were gonna. I just assumed they'd both be there competing for the job.
Yeah, I was on the same page, bro. I thought the same.
But I don't see how you could ever. I don't see how you can think like that anyway, though. Because it's like, you just had a guy say, I came in and gave you starter reps the rest of the year. Like, I ran the reps for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could be a starter in this league. Like, I'm somebody like that could.
True, but
I think
the whole
Mason,
rebuttal is the sample size.
Yeah, and I think Mason, the ceiling for him this free agency is to get that same exact opportunity, whether it's here in Pittsburgh or elsewhere, just to be able to compete for QB1. I don't think anyone's just going to give him the reins.
Based off of 4 games.
I agree, except for Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh could play a place that be like, you know what, we're going to give him.
That's if they trade Kenny.
But they would have to move Kenny now. Yeah, they would have to move Kenny.
But why not just have Mason and Kenny compete for it? But I get what you guys are saying, the whole behind-the-scenes stuff.
Something internal, if they got something that says, Kenny's not it, we don't have it yet, we can buy a year, we can build up everything else, we can build this O-line up, we can build these weapon trees up, and Mason will get us through, then you can say that.
Yeah.
And we can draft one, and we can get, you know what I mean? We can figure some things out.
So, TG, if you're Omar Khan right now, what are you doing between Kenny and Mason?
I'm making a decision. I'm really looking at it, and I'm saying, is Kenny the answer? Because if this isn't the full answer, then I can build around, because I know I need a line.
Mm-hmm.
And I can build around this line. And I can sell this farm. Here, take this.
Yeah.
Give me this. Give me this lineman as well. I can build this line up. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Invest that money to get this line like I want it to be. I still got this running back in here that I also bought.
Yeah.
And I can have a quarterback that, Mason, look, you're going to get us through. I'm going to draft one, have one behind it, but I know I can trust you. I believe in what you can do. This is your prove-it year. Like, if you can ride out, you'll ride out. If not, we're going to run the ball. We know we're going to say that because we're buying this line. You see what I mean? I'm going to have a defense that's comfortable. The defense isn't bad. It's a core. It's solid.
Yeah.
It's solid.
But they got banged up. They just got banged up last year. That was this year.
They just got banged out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's solid as a core. And I'm going to get ready to see what we can do. And I'm going to build for the future. and I'm looking for a future quarterback. I'm in the Cordell Stewart years per se. Like,
okay, little Neil O'Donnell situation.
Yeah, I'm buying time for the next one. I just don't have that yet. That's not in the building. Because right now it's like the worst thing you ever do is lie to yourself. Like, is it in the building? Is it in the building?
Okay. And that was we had that convo too. It was like, yo,
that really might
Mason,
not be in the building,
right? Because it was like Mason played well, Kenny could play well, but if we're down multiple pieces, where could they elevate to in a game like what it was going to be? You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's not in the building yet. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you might feel like that.
Mason showed some stuff.
He did, though. He did.
Well, it goes back to your point, though. If you were going to roll with Mason next year, it's a prove-it year either way.
Yeah.
To prove that you can elevate even more.
Give him the Geno
build
opportunity,
off of what
bro.
you
What's
just
up?
did in these 4 games.
Give him a Geno.
Give him the Geno.
Let the Geno, man. Come out there, Drew Lock, 1-on-1, 1v1, win the battle. Then after that, you win the battle, you get the bag. You know how it go.
But I think even the Geno was a little bit different because neither one of them was born there.
Oh, respect. Yeah. Both transplants. Because right now you're fighting against a super homegrown. You fighting against like this is a birth. This was like a mother birth. We watched this one. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not talking about the first rounders, but you're still looking at it.
It's like the baby. Like
yeah,
they brought this one out like he was Simba on Lion King. Shout out to Official Momentum. They was like, here he is, your new king. And Mufasa was in the back. That was Ben. Ben was over there kind of chill. Like, oh, what up, Ben? I see you over there. And Mr. Rooney came out there with the next one. Like, here you go, Pittsburgh. Here's your new child.
Like they made
Here's your new one.
Like,
I'm with you.
Big.
I can dig
so
it.
It's like, it's just the fact of the draft pick. Like the king, that situation is a little different. You know? Like Geno and him was like, that was a competition. Like they both came in to compete.
Yeah.
For the spot.
Low key, all they did was run it back from what they did when they stumbled in the rush. That was the whole, let me get Tavares Jackson and the boy from Green Bay.
Matt Flynn.
Matt Flynn. That's all that was. Yeah, let me get Geno and let me get Drew Lock and whoever went out this thing, let's get active.
Let's get active. Like, it's not like that because you drafted him.
Yeah.
You drafted Kenny in the, like, you went and got that. So it's more like, what, you know? What is this?
You drafted both
like
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, even more. You drafted both of them. You know?
All right.
So what are you doing then?
You gonna roll? Would you roll Mason?
Hard conversations. I like Mason.
Would you roll? You rolling with him?
I roll with Mason. I eat my loss right now. I don't know how much money I've totally lost. I try to see what I could do.
Yeah.
I try to see what I could do. If I could do something, it's something I know I could probably maybe get done. And I make a trade. I get some of that back. I get back in the draft, and I go get some pieces. I get some more pieces. You got a left tackle last year. Go buy you a left guard early. Go get you a center too with that pick.
Talk it.
Mean?
Okay. Talk that talk. Talk that talk.
I get back in this draft hard. I'd be back in here real physical. You still got Daniels. Is he coming? Is he a free agent? I think that's coming up.
We might want him to be.
I gotta look.
We need to revamp this whole interior.
I'll be real with you. Go get 2 guards, and you need to put him back at center. He's not a
guard. Put him in center.
We can rock with Sam Allen though. We can rock with him.
Fair enough.
And now you're a little bit more sturdy. You know,
definitely got more size
and then
too.
I even go get you another tackle.
Okay.
I keep bringing in Garvin here, and it's like, let's get ready. You got the big tight end. You go into year 2. Understand your role. Have real heart-to-heart with him, bro. You're here to block.
You're not a big receiver. Go block somebody.
Yeah, you're here to block.
Become a bully in the trenches, please.
Yeah.
And thank you.
We bought you for your bully because people grow in year 1 to 2. Year 1 to 2 is the big jump.
Mm-hmm.
So you might see him turn up a little bit more next year. Like, I think he'll be more part of the offense because that's still a weapon. Like, that's still a weapon, you know, and kind of grow into bully ball like what I think they were trying to do. Like, you just got to get more guys that can move people, you know?
Now,
so it's like...
Okay, go ahead. I'm with you.
Yeah. You even think that team, the best Steelers team, like, per se, like, whatever you want to call them, like, they always could run the ball. Like, that's the
physicality, man, like, being able to win in the trenches. Yeah.
It's always been win your one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what it is. Like, you know, you're seeing a lot of stuff with people saying like this needs to change and this needs to be this, and just the way he talks to people and different stuff. But it's like he talks to you like a man, like, yo, you have to win your one-on-one.
Transparent.
Like, we're not.
Yep.
Yeah, like it just is what it is, bro.
He ain't
like,
sugarcoating nothing. He let you know exactly what it is. If you win your one-on-one, it's gonna be a great. This helps us win. If you lose this one-on-one and that happened, then this is how it's gonna happen. Yep.
He's not a rah-rah you up to do your job. Like, do your job. That's what you're paid to do in a sense. So it's like, I just, I just think that's what I would do. I would eat my L's. I'd accept what it is. I'd get them off. I'd give me some picks for it, and I get on that line real hard. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it then. Let's get to it.
Get to it.
You done hurt Deke's stomach over here, man. He ain't want to hear none of that. You done talked about how great the Bills were and how physical and how just so physically imposed. You said they look like Greek gods, you said? And then you come over here and say they can't need to get got. Boy, Deke is going to be hurting all night tonight, man.
One thing about them tables turn, man. I'm seeing some teams in the playoffs right now. Like, the Texans is back, bro. Like, they really got a shot this weekend. Like, like them tables
versus
turn.
your team? Versus your team?
I think Baltimore defense a little too stout for
versus your team. Oh, you know that I didn't even go pick against your squad. No, not your team.
I like Baltimore a little bit. I'm not a Baltimore guy at all. I never said that. I just like their linebacker.
You said this. You said this for the crib. Home team, home, right? Home team, home. You just told me, bro. Yeah. You like, all that stuff. Boy, I heard you. Yeah.
Man, it's still saying me. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm with you.
Deke was just curious. He was like, man, I see the with Ravens, dude. He was like, bro, saddleboat. I was like, bro, I don't know, bro. TG for Baltimore, I don't know, bro. I just never know. Just never know. Just never know.
That'd be like you linking with Jimmy Johnson, right?
Hey, yo, chill out. Don't do me like that, man. Slow me out.
I had to, But it's like I think what them tables will turn, bro, and it only take like 2 years.
That's it.
And you're in.
Once you get the guy, you just got to get the next
these are the rough
guy.
years of Pittsburgh. All it takes is the right pick to fall to. You know what I mean? I think
right
they need
player
to build that
changes
line,
everything. Mm-hmm.
Right player, man. Kansas City wasn't nothing for forever.
Yeah.
Like now they on a run. Like it's like Buffalo really. I remember when they said AD got traded to Buffalo and he was like fake news. Yeah. It was like Buffalo was the place to go die.
Yeah, that's where you go for your career to die. You used to say Buffalo and Oakland. Yeah, if you want to go East Coast, go to Buffalo. If you want to go West Coast, go to Oakland. Yeah.
And now it's like Buffalo is just totally like it's rocking out there. They got some tradition. It look like they got the dudes.
You said what it look like, boy. Stop. You know what it is, man. You already know it there, but you like how I look, huh? Yeah, I see you. I bet it's all good, man. Hey, who you like, Benny the Butcher or Taylor Swift? Who you more?
I'm with Taylor Swift.
I thought you was a Swiftie. You kind of look like a Swiftie, low key, bro. You like a
Swiftie. I like
a
Kansas
Swiftie.
City this weekend.
You like a Swiftie? Hey, listen. I wouldn't expect anything less from you, baby. You know that. I thought you were still rocking with your Jets. Who I got this week, anyways, man?
Playoff Pat is a dangerous person.
Oh, I thought you was still Cancun on 3. You and the Achilles and Sauce. I was watching Sauce. I was watching Sauce shoot a Buffalo Wild Wings commercial. And I was like, the irony. While I'm watching the Bills game. While I'm watching the Bills game, bro.
I mean,
it was so beautiful.
It
was so beautiful.
That's rough in the past.
It was so beautiful. I was like, yo, the irony. I got Sauce Gardner with a Buffalo and Buffalo Wild Wings watching the Buffalo Bills play in the playoffs winning while, they over there just chilling, bro. It was just crazy. And Rod Dolly, yes, shout out to West Side Gun. Shout out to Conway the Machine. Shout out to all them boys in the Griselda family. You know what time it is, man. Yeah.
Talking about rough in the past, too.
Hey, yo, chill out. We ain't got to get to the details of it. All right? Don't get into all that. If you know, you know. Yeah.
Football guy, rough in the past.
So, yeah, bro. It was a vibe, man. It was a vibe. But, you got any left? I feel you had something on you. What you got to get off on you, man?
No, I don't. I don't think I got anything. I was gonna say something. I completely forgot.
Fair enough.
Yeah, completely forgot.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, no. It was you were talking about quarterbacks and drafting the guy and stuff. Caleb Williams declared.
Yeah.
Bears.
Right.
Bears bound. Chi-town.
I see in some situation the Bears could trade something.
Hey.
the 8th pick and the 9th pick, man, I'd have to let him go, man. There's some pieces out here. There's some pieces out here. Man.
You'd stack up. So you'd stick with Fields
You
if you're
stick
the
with
Bears.
Fields and bring in the other stuff.
Man, what did they say? You could trade Fields and they still get like.
So
how would they get? They could trade Fields. They still get the first pick. Then they get the 8th pick and the 9th pick. I go.
Well, yeah,
Caleb.
they'd be trading Fields I think, to Atlanta
yeah.
for the 8th pick or the 9th pick. One of those two.
So
Because they're saying
the
Atlanta's the
8th
next
pick.
team that needs a QB or do potentially draft.
So
him.
they'll trade. So they'll trade Justin Fields to him. They'll still get Caleb. Then they'll get the 8th and the 9th pick. And then they might parlay that, trade the 8th pick, somehow get the 4th. Oh my God!
No, I might be in the minority here, but I don't think Fields is going for the 8th overall pick.
I think his value's too high.
I think it'd be like second or third.
Heck,
That's my
bro.
thoughts.
He
Though.
is talented as heck.
I know, and I think the fact that he's so talented and his value's so high. The only thing better than something new is something new. And you can go get that brand new.
That ain't had nobody sit on that seat just yet. That cashmere is fully cashmere, baby. Do you see that letter right there? Oh, baby, yeah.
You can go get that.
Yeah.
And you can go get some other. Oh, you gotta ship it. I gotta see what else is out. Like, I love him.
He
We
said
didn't win.
only thing better
didn't
than
win.
new is new.
I can get only thing better than something new is
That's
something
the only thing
new.
better than it when it's new, baby. It's something new.
You can get that number 1 with the Caleb, then come back and get 2 more. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I would draft Caleb Williams.
Yeah, if you can do that, yeah, that's freaky with it. I'm with it. But if it's one of the
dude, even if you got Justin Fields for a second rounder though, because you already have the 1st and the 8th or the 9th, plus you get an extra second.
Yeah. You want to be heavy loaded in that top 10. You want to be heavy loaded in that first.
Top 10.
Yeah.
If I get 3 top 10 picks, I'm feeling good.
You trying to change everything right now. Yeah.
And I just got a D in last year, and I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Wait, so if you could only get Fields for like a second or third, you wouldn't trade him?
A second and third is not as enticing. I want that first.
But then you pass up on Caleb. You would let that determine whether or not you pass up on Caleb?
Yeah.
No
it's
way.
Business. It's business. We're still in the business of business. Now, if I could get a first, I love Caleb even more.
Steelers sending a first to it?
I bet you they would.
I think they would too. I look, you think they would too, bro.
I know it sounds crazy.
If they said simply for a first, I think they would do it, bro.
That's
but you know what's crazy?
I think they would do
first might not be high enough.
I would agree because we're gonna be in the back end.
Bro.
Yeah, they're gonna want something top 10ish, top 15ish.
You're talking about second and third round picks, bro. This is a top 10 pick you're about to get
from a couple years ago, and he's elite in terms of talent. If he was coming out right now, you still gonna have the same debate. Is he the first quarterback off the board?
Right, you are.
Yeah, but you don't get him. You don't get him on this rookie contract though. You're gonna have to pay him.
But he still has another year left though.
I know you're not paying him now, but you get him for a year on this rookie deal, and then you'd have to pay him.
Yeah, but like he said, that's a you problem. That's not a Bears problem. That's a whoever you trade him for problem.
Yeah, I guess it all depends on the market. I still think his market's like second or third. That's my thing.
He's not for a second or third. He's for a top 10 pick.
Just
and
the
your
quarterback
second.
thing, bro. He played quarterback, bro.
But if you're in the top 10, why would you trade that top 10 pick for Justin Fields when you could just take one of those quarterbacks and then have him on a rookie deal?
Because outside of Caleb Williams, but this is my thing. No, would you take Drake May right now over Justin Fields?
I would, especially with the rookie contract. Yeah.
Okay.
But you can't.
We can agree to disagree.
Look at it like you can't. Hold on.
I think
you
Caleb
can't
Williams.
Look at it
I would.
like that
I'm not tripping on the other dudes though.
Moats. No.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Look at it like that in that moment.
Okay, how you listen to it?
The business can't come in on these rookie round picks.
Because that's what he said. He talking business.
The fact that he's on that rookie contract is even better because you set the number you want to pay him.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm giving you an established rookie, and I'm going to get one of these rookies. But if I'm one of these picks and I'm at like 8, I might not get to Caleb.
Yeah.
I might not get one of those quarterbacks. Like it's only 2 or.
I think Daniels or Penix would be there at 8.
Yeah, but I'm not about to throw my franchise. Like I'm like
You throwing the franchise at Jaden Daniels
you're
now
talking
versus
about-
Caleb
Yeah.
Williams. That's different
Yeah,
convo.
you're
No,
talking
no, we're
way
talking about
different.
Daniels versus Fields though.
Okay.
Because Williams is going one.
Right.
You know, there's
Daniels
no chance
versus
of getting
Fields
that.
is a way different conversation. Like
Yeah,
that's what I'm
I'd
saying.
rather
Like,
go Daniels, take him at 8 than trade for Fields.
Yeah,
the
I
eighth
definitely
This the
disagree.
thing,
I'm
bro.
sticking with Phil's on that
This
one.
the thing. Just because
Yeah,
somebody's
stick with
sitting
Fields,
at
bro.
8 don't make them comfy. Somebody
Yeah.
will trade up to 6. Somebody trade up to 4 and go grab that in front of you. Just like the Just
I mean, we
like
seen
You're
Mahomes-
not wrong.
yeah,
You're
no,
not
we
wrong.
seen
You're
it,
taking a risk. You're not wrong.
You can't
You
wait
gotta
on it.
think
Yeah, you would have to be
Mahomes-
aggressive.
Mahomes was going to the Saints with the next pick. That was
Yeah.
a done deal. Everybody in the history knows.
Yeah.
It was a done deal. He traded up and came and got Mahomes, and he's in the playoffs this weekend.
So how many of them dudes coming out are you taking over Justin Fields right now?
Caleb.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, we on the
That's
same page
it.
then. We on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, if we
I
talking
was waiting
Caleb,
on
yeah.
you.
Everybody else, I'm like,
Yeah,
bro, I
for the
don't care about the
Caleb
rookie
sweepstakes.
deal part, bro. I'd much rather have
And my-
this quarterback
my thing
versus
is-
that uncertainty. I'm good on it, bro.
Caleb might be Bo. He might
Yeah.
be Bo off of the movie. Like he could be a buzz. But it's like it's a pretty
You folding
buzz
on your
right
guy.
now. It's got
No. He's realistic about it. We just saying it's like
I think Caleb's gonna be the real deal. I think he's gonna
We
be
just-
legit.
I do too. And to me, I'll be real with you. He's super bustable. I think he got
You
everything
think?
in him that says Baker
just because
Mayfield.
of
But
what
I think he's
like,
yeah.
I don't think
I
you
think-
understand how tough what you talking about him coming in and doing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this
think
is the
everything about him says
hardest.
Baker
Like,
Mayfield.
everything gotta go right. You feel me? Like,
But I think
protection,
everything's
coaching,
gonna go right.
health. Yeah.
I think everything's gonna go right. I think he's Mr. Right. at
My
the same
only
time.
concern is when has it all went right in Chicago? Because
I feel
this is the
that.
same conversation they had with Justin Fields, was it not?
I feel that completely because it is still Chicago.
Right.
But Chicago has a lot of pieces right there ready for him. Though.
This is
And then
accurate.
you're gonna get, and then you might get 3 top 10 picks on top of everything you got. They got
Yeah.
defense. They got Brewster in there.
You know
they
what?
got a couple. Yes,
But you know what you
man,
sounded
might
like though? It sounded like when we used to talk about Cleveland Browns and how they have all these top 10 picks, all these
It's the
first
same
round
thing.
picks, and they would always bring in these dudes, and this the new savior, and that's the new savior. Before it was Baker Mayfield, it was Johnny Manziel. Before it was Manziel, we want to keep
Feel
going,
that.
right?
I feel that.
Before it was a Trent Richardson. Before it was what was my man Brandon Whedon? That was his name, right?
But I don't know if we've had a Caleb.
Fair enough. But I'm just saying in the sense of,
I
shoot,
feel
they've
you.
had a ton of those type of picks that come there. Now, granted, it wasn't a Caleb, and we would all agree upon that. But just in the mindset of, just because you got all them picks, man, it still can go wrong in that organization because that organization has struggled. And specifically talking Chicago, that's all. Just specifically talking about them.
That's true.
Yeah.
I agree with you. And I would hate that they don't lay it down on this because this is a big moment.
Yeah.
And this is Buddy's first big moment. This is his moment. This is his moment.
This is definitely his moment.
Oh, you couldn't have walked into nothing no crazier. than this.
You the
This
new
is his
GM?
moment.
Hey, here's your decision.
You
You
a
rolling
new
with Justin
GM.
Fields or you going Caleb Williams, baby? Have at it. Good luck.
And how you gonna leverage it? Because I mean, he
Good
could
luck.
always spin that first round pick into some other picks too.
He
now.
could. He definitely could. But if you miss and Caleb Williams turns into what they think he could turn into, people
Oh,
lose their
man.
jobs behind that, bro.
You lose their job,
There's a
man.
lot of people lose their
But-
jobs behind that, man.
But it's like maybe Caleb wouldn't have been Caleb in that city. Like, but if you let Caleb slide to New England,
That's the whole Patrick Mahomes argument. That's
if
the
you
Lamar
let Caleb
Jackson
slide to
argument. That's
Washington at
yeah.
two, with a new head coach, a new GM, oh my gosh, and he's from
He's
there. they're
from the
gonna
crib.
make him-
He from there.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
There's no way he slides past two.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting, bro.
No way.
It's gonna be interesting. All right. I did have one final thing that we had to ask you, man. It keeps coming up in the chat. I've seen multiple people pull it up in here. I think Roro was the last person I saw, so I'm gonna shout you out, Roro. Salute you. All right. But TG, they need your thoughts on the Joey Porter Jr. hit in the game. Where he got injured, the concussion. What were your thoughts on it, man? Clean, not clean, dirty, not dirty? What's your energy?
I didn't think it was 30. I thought it was business. I thought it was cold out there. I thought it was one of them, man. All right, I'm
Nope. Don't y'all
I
come
didn't
at me
think it
now.
was dirty.
All right,
Wow.
don't y'all come at me now. Don't y'all come at me now. Don't y'all come. I'm gonna repeat it myself.
I know it
Don't
hurt.
y'all
I know
come
it hurt.
at me now.
I know
TG,
it hurt.
TG,
You
could
hurt.
you,
That's a
TG,
dog.
could you just repeat yourself? Was it a dirty hit Was it
No, it wasn't
anything wrong about it? Was it dirty? Was it illegal?
It wasn't malicious. It wasn't none of that. It wasn't dirty.
Are you sure this is what you said? Are you sure that this is Terence Garvin saying that? Okay. Because they tried to kill me behind this thing. They tried to kill me behind. I'm like, bro, it's get down and get laid down. You know what time it is. If you about to power, you gotta run off, man. Yeah, they ain't doing it, bro. They trying to block to get this man free. No different when we trying to hit you when you hold up around that ball. We gonna try to hit you. This what you do.
Nah, that wasn't dirty.
Well, nothing dirty, bro. It's just football.
Yeah, that wasn't dirty. I'm sorry.
They said you a Bills fan now, bro.
No, I'm not.
They said you a Bills fan now, bro.
That's just football guy. Just tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to
They
be
said
like
you a football. They said you like the Bills now, man. It's cool.
I done gave some real truth, man.
It's
No
cool.
way, man.
No, see, when I give real truth, I get called a lot of names, so I'm just gonna pass all the names on to you now. All right. So yeah, you a Bills fan, bro. Where your loyalty at? It's crazy.
That's crazy.
I can't believe you, bro. You fake. Oh my gosh. How you not gonna really just agree? You know what I mean? You supposed to just, yeah. What you mean context, bro? What's your deal? Gosh.
Let's go. UW says, Moats, how much you pay TG to say that?
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. No censorship. Everybody can say what they want. Just not in the first 10 minutes where I can get in trouble, all right? After the first 10 minutes, y'all can have it. I just asked for the first 10. Just give me the first 10, all right?
Hey, what you think about he walking off, man? He wasn't in the mood for that.
Why y'all asking that man silly questions, bro? You know what it is?
Why y'all asking me silly questions?
Hey, don't waste my time. You know what I'm here for. You know what just took place. Stop asking me this question that is right now, bro. Time and place, man.
You see he's back? He said he's coaching 2024?
Yeah, he's running it back. You know he'll be back.
Do you think he gets an extension this offseason?
Yeah, probably. They probably need to clean that up, go ahead and get them together.
Okay. Well, we all on the same page with that one then. I like it then, bro. I like it. Well, shoot, bro. This has been a vibe like always, man. And you sung sweet blue and red notes to me all day. So I greatly appreciate you for that, all right? But, yeah, man. Stay safe out there. You know we want to spin the block like we always do, baby. My dog. Appreciate you again, man.
Thanks, bro.
Peace. Shout out Terence Garvin right there, a.k.a. TG. Spend a little time with us. If y'all was digging the convo, man, hit that like button one time for the culture, and don't forget to subscribe. Deke, eventually we're going to get to all these supers, bro.
I didn't think the QB spot would come down to either Kenny or Mason's not on the roster.
I didn't either, and it was weird when
you think
he brought
it's the
it up.
Deontay comment?
I do feel like it just kind of shifts it a little bit in terms of just the intensity of it. I get what he's saying, but you know he's more aggressive in terms of that part of it too. I just didn't know that Deontay specifically said that though.
Yeah, I wasn't necessarily buying what TG was saying before I read the comment. But after I read the comment,
I'm like,
it's
really valid now because you could essentially create a little bit of a civil war, and Deontay is of enough standing in there where you're going to have him be respected, because if we talking who's been the more productive player in their tenures in Pittsburgh is Deontay. Who's been the more accomplished has been Deontay. Who makes the most money is Deontay. Who was even more successful when Kenny struggled, it was still Deontay. So they still going to feel, he got, I'm talking within the locker room. Now, I don't know how coaching management, they should side QB because that's typically how it goes. But just from locker room, they gonna rock with that just because of the production of it. And it's also not a first rounder. So you naturally look at that and you say, bro, I can relate to you being a middle round guy having to crawl and scratch and fight to get to where you are versus the first rounder kind of giving it to you. You get some adversity. Now you acting real non-cool and collected. So just internally, these are some of the things. It might have. Nah, I ain't gonna go there.
El Moranish says, anyone check if Pickens liked the DJ comment?
That's the other part. Yeah, did he like it? Is it on his story? Just somebody just casually just check his story out, IG. Just see if if you see it up there, he'll hit you with the "oh, it's bad time." I ain't mean to do that. It's accident. I ain't mean to do that. I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was up there.
Instagram and real life don't mesh.
Yeah. So
Instagram has nothing to do with football.
Yeah.
Wow. I just got to wait and see for more information to come out. That's all at this point. Wow.
That was new. Like I said, I was not expecting that comment. I was not expecting it to be as specific. And that's why you saw even when we first were talking, when he brought it up, I'm kind of like, yeah, sure, but nah, not really. Yeah, sure, nah. But once you brought them comments up, I'm like, oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, like if Mason has won the locker room over.
Yeah.
And he played like he did these last 4 games. Again, short sample size, but
yeah.
I mean, you might have to have serious conversations if the two can't coexist.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too. But we'll see. Because we still got to get through the first part of Mason. Do you want to come back? All right. Now we got to figure out what's that agreement going to look like, too. Which one do you handle first, though?
What?
In terms of...
Like, Kenny, what's your vibe?
Yeah. Do you check his vibe before you go out to Mason, or do you go to Mason first? And then it's like, if Mason, when they come back, then it's like, all right, Kenny, what's your vibe? You tripping? All right, well, this what it is.
Do you go to Kenny first and say,
who's the priority?
It's going to be competition, but we're going to be trying to bring Mason back. What do you think?
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to handle that? What's your response? You see what that is, and then...
If he's like, I'm down, I'm cool with it, let's roll, then you reach out to Mason, like, let's get it. Or if his response is, bro, I ain't down for that, like, you tripping, you bring him in here.
Either way, I think you got to bring Mason in. Either
so you're saying that Mason is the priority over Kenny then?
I think bringing in Mason, yeah. Okay. Bringing him back, yes. Signing him, is more important than
Kenny's feelings.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what this is. No different than when we would talk.
I think that's how it should be.
But we say that except when you have a quarterback, because when Ben was here, that was the whole, you don't bring in certain quarterbacks when quarterbacks like them are on your roster, right?
That's different. It's different from the standpoint that
fair enough.
Pickett ain't Ben.
Fair enough, but Pickett is a first rounder. And the perception was he was rolled out as if he was going to be that. That was how he was supposed to be perceived here.
For sure.
So that is why, even though it is not all the way identical, because 7 actually won and did all the other stuff, he still was kind of viewed with that type of cachet and that type of like, yeah.
He need to be more available.
Yeah. Fair enough, though. Definitely fair on that, too, man.
And play more consistently when he was out there. Again, he did good things.
Right.
I could talk about this scenario over and over again about the polarization of Kenny Pickett this year.
Both these can be true.
Yeah,
with
but
Kenny.
really, he just needed to not get hurt.
Yeah.
For that last quarter of the season.
Yeah, very true.
Door was open. Yeah. Mason took it. And Maeve took more.
We shall see. We shall see. All right. How many of these Supers we got remaining from yesterday? Because I just
about like 5 or 6, I think, and then we got
cool.
we got like the full slate of today. Still.
All right, let's run through these ones from yesterday real quick. Just finish them real quick right now. We just finish them real
quick.
It's
actually 7 from.
Let's
yesterday.
finish them right now. We ain't gonna spend a ton of time.
9,
We're just gonna finish. Sorry, we ain't spending a ton of time
Maybe
with it. Deke. We not spending a ton of time. We just gonna get them real quick and get them out. All right, let's get them off the docket. We can't keep carrying it over to tomorrow. We just got.
We can just toss them aside and say we did.
No, don't do me like that. I don't want to do them like that. I'm a man of the people. Come on, man.
Some of them may not be here.
It's all right. They might watch the rerun.
Right.
Yeah.
International together. If we can't beat Buffalo, then we can't beat Baltimore. I was impressed with the effort. Tomlin's not going anywhere. Number 1 important this offseason?
Number 1 important this offseason?
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying. Maybe number 1 importance is something. It's the number 1 priority. What should we be doing?
I think the QB situation is getting.
I think you sign Mason first.
Yeah.
Like, that's the first step. Sign Mason. I guess we got to sign a coordinator first before Mason.
That too.
Like Mason will probably want to know
who's the
coordinator with the offensive
with.
scheme is. Yeah. So what that should happen in a couple weeks.
Yeah, you're gonna want to know that first. Yeah, or at least sooner rather than later. Because that's gonna give you more of a direction of what quarterback you're looking for specifically, right?
Now, for the first part of his comment here, I don't think the Buffalo game has anything to do with our ability to beat Baltimore or not. I think we could have beat any AFC team.
Yeah. I think he might have just
we had a bad game.
He might have just been simply saying because they're the 1 seed and the Bills are the 2 seed, just as simple as that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Zay Breezy, trade for AD, sign Russ for competition with Kenny, let Mason be free to sign somewhere else. I know he ain't forget how Steelers handled him here. Sign a receiver in free agency, trade Alex, and a pick for a top cornerback. I did that in the franchise. It didn't work out.
I'm trying to figure out salary cap wise how we fitting to get a top corner. Go get Russ. We still got TJ. You still got DJ. You still got dudes getting paid on the O line. That model don't work when the QB isn't on the rookie deal. That's my only thing with it. That was a lot of money you was passing.
We're not bringing in Russ. No.
And AD. He said AD too. I'm like, bro, that's a lot of money, bro.
Rams take care of all of his contract.
Yeah, that's a lot of money out there, man. It's a lot of money.
But no, I did the whole Highsmith. I traded Highsmith, and
yeah.
It wasn't a pick. It was actually one of my good corners too. I can't remember who it was, but it was like I think my second or third best corner.
Yeah.
Highsmith, second or third best corner at the time for Tariq Woolen. I couldn't stop the run anymore. Put Devin Bush on the line. It was bad. ASAP Smalls, facts. We need our QB1 on pregame all next year. Huh?
I don't know.
Zay Breezy. Alex Highsmith, I love, but wouldn't be opposed to give Herbig and others reps with TJ. And he could be popular around the league, draft O-line this year.
I mean, Herbig, we will see if he can continue to develop to ultimately get to the level of a Highsmith. But what we can't do is associate Herbig's success this season and try to almost overappreciate that to say that it was on the same level of Highsmith or what Highsmith has done these past couple of seasons. Herbig did a lot of positive things, but Herbig has, he's going to develop. He's going to take some time to get to the Highsmith level. Like, Highsmith is a dude that had a lot of production in this league. So, yeah, just a little bit. Chill. A little bit.
Michael Brooks, Bears interviewed Roman. Sounds like they want to keep Fields.
That was the old OC from Baltimore.
That would, I think,
and
put
San
a
Fran
wrinkle
too,
in the number 1 overall pick.
It could definitely do that. I don't think Caleb Williams would want to play that offense.
No.
Yeah.
I think Bears, you'd be stupid to draft Caleb Williams and try to do Lamar Jackson type of things.
Because that's not him. Yeah.
No. Wow.
All
Okay,
right.
that would be interesting.
There we go. You said they did sign him or they interviewed him?
Interviewed him.
Okay.
Just doing their due diligence.
I like
International, they got to fix the QB slide, man. Josh Allen runs for 50-yard touchdown because they are afraid to tackle him. Then he has another scramble, and after he slides at the very last minute and gets hit, and it's a flag.
Hey, man, we definitely had that talk, man. We definitely had that talk. I get it. I definitely get it.
Let's go, UW. Steelers 4-step playoff arc. Start slow.
Mm-hmm.
2, get behind.
Mm-hmm.
3, rally back. 4, fall short. It's been the same script.
Okay.
It's probably been that script the last 4 or 5 games. I don't think he's completely wrong.
Nah, that's what I say. All right, I'm with you, man.
Ethan Leach, hope you're doing well, Deke. Moats, hope you're partying. Bad loss. Should have played better, yet had a chance.
It's facts.
Go get some quarterback competition, draft the line, and a defensive back.
Speak my language.
Christian 15213, Najee just trashed the game plan, saying they're playing one high, but yet we keep running into it. Hey, run it anyway. Najee.
They said, "What's the check out of it?" He was like, "Run it anyway." Yeah.
I don't know what his last thing is. He's trying to say Najee's throwing shots about Mike T, or I don't know.
Because it came off I think the last part was the coaching part when they were saying what was about the whole discipline thing.
Yeah.
I think that's the part where he was like, was that the coach thing or not?
All right. 2 more. Your boy Dev Moats, check out Kyrie Jackson, Oregon cornerback, dog.
Okay.
And GF Deke, do you like Cedric Van Pran from Georgia? I would ask most, but he's still in season mode. LOL. I heard this dude's like one of the top 2 or 3 centers, so
yeah,
sounds good. He's coming from Georgia. I think it would work. I don't know anything about him though, so I'll just give you some BS right there. Yeah, sure, he's all right.
He from Georgia, can't be wrong. And unfortunately, I still got action.
Really.
I still got action this week. All right. I'll be busy at least until Sunday night. We'll find out how much busy I'll be after that. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll still be busy. Maybe I'll go on a vacation. Don't know just yet. Might meet up with my people that are leaving for Cancun this weekend. Be like, oh, y'all already there? Y'all keep it warm. I see y'all either next week or a couple weeks from now, all right? But y'all keep it warm down there, all right? Get your toes in the stand real quick. Say what up to Dak for me.
Phantom TV, what will it take to trade up for Caleb or May?
For Caleb, a ton because of him being viewed as the God tier guy, right? May is still going to take a lot, but I definitely think that would be a little bit more obtainable if we're being real about the guy that you're going after, right? One is viewed as a generational talent, can't miss prospect. The other is viewed as the guy that's getting talked about a lot more, and he's a lot more hot right now, but he's not viewed as Caleb Williams.
I think if Williams wasn't in this draft, he would go 1.
Yeah.
He would. I think he's legit, but
Yeah, he's legit,
I
yeah.
think Caleb's like Trevor Lawrence, Andrew Luck type of prospect.
They just view him a different vein, man. But they both dope players, though. But, yeah, I just think for Caleb, it's going to take a way more because they're viewing him as that guy that's going to literally save your franchise. Yeah.
I kind of would like to see a trade just to see how much it would actually take
I'm
to
with
get
you,
that
bro.
number 1 overall pick.
I'm with you. We might get it, though.
I just want to get some type of assessment on what it would take to get one of those generational talent dudes coming out.
Yeah.
Locked to go number 1. AJ Martinez, happy birthday to Raw Dollars. Pops, 54 years young. Happy birthday from all of us. Blessings to you on your special day.
There it is. Happy birthday one time. Rod Dollars Pops. Mr. 5'4" one time in the building. Major love, major life.
Luke P, if we don't retain Mason, who do we sign and in what round would you draft?
If we don't bring back Mason, I personally look at a Kirk Cousins, if that number is right, what the health is, and then I'm drafting something in the second round, third round at latest.
Oh, my.
Now, come on now, Deke, man. Don't be doing all this, man. We getting through.
I'm rolling with Kenny, then.
I'm all right. Because you was about to give me I'm about to think of 30 different dudes real quick.
No, I'm going with Kenny. It's what we've talked about before. Kenny, and I'll draft. Oh wait,
because he said no Mason.
Yeah, I'd sign a dude like Tyrod, backup, whatever, and draft the middle round quarterback. And then this is the Kenny make or break year.
Yeah.
I would go all in with that.
With the new Deontay Johnson information, does that change you also? Because that was why I went Kenny, or that's why I went Kirk. Because I'm thinking to myself, if he's already said this, I got to make sure that whatever I'm bringing in is clearly
They'll figure it out.
That too. Respect.
They'll figure it out. They're professionals.
He definitely said it. He said it.
They'll figure it out.
We ain't make it up, Deke. That's what he said. We just reacted to it. We don't break news. We react to news.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, if Mason's not back, what can you do?
This is also true, yeah.
You got to roll with the quarterback we got. Luke P, I hope the Bills smoke the Kansas City Chiefs.
Respect on that. They ain't got to be all that, but, I hope that the Bills win as well.
Nanzito, I'm having a hard time accepting our first-round exit still because we could have done damage.
And this is very accurate. That's very accurate, man. And that's what makes the playoffs, right? That's why we love them so much because, when they're gone, you don't get a chance to get a redo. You don't get a chance to see what could have been. And that's why it's like, man, when you're able to catch lightning in a bottle and it works for 17-plus games and you go in this postseason running everything works the way it's supposed to, that's why we celebrate it so much, man, because it is so tough to accomplish, man.
Next, Muhammad Absamed. What is Kenny's trade value on the market?
Man, I think a fourth. Just knee-jerk reaction.
I already said 2 first.
That was, all right.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I think there's more value here.
So we might find out. You might miss around find out. Stop playing. Yeah.
Mike Matizic. Is Kenny Pickett this current team's Mark Malone? Followed Terry Bradshaw by following Ben Roethlisberger.
I like the correlation. I don't know enough about Mark Malone. That's my only thing.
He wasn't good. I think he was also a first-round pick.
Does he at least Super Bowl appearance success?
I don't think he did anything. Yeah, those 80s quarterbacks. Like, O'Donnell was...
Y'all hated Donald. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, we don't like him. Well, because of the Super Bowl thing. But he actually made a Pro Bowl. He was, like, decent for a 4 or 5 year stretch.
If Kenny got to that, would that be a win?
What?
If Kenny...
Get it to a Super Bowl?
If he gave you O'Donnell's career, is that a win? You get an appearance and a Pro Bowl in there.
I don't know. Because that's not what my expectations were for Kenny Pickett. Nah. I'd have to think about that more, but
Respect.
I'd say no.
Respect.
Skydiving Heck. If the fat and sassy fans say Mike T can't win in the playoffs, should he rely on Rudolph and KP next year? Should we go after Russ when he gets cut? No.
Yeah, I'm not big on the chase after Russ just because I need to see what that contract situation looks like. But if I'm looking for a more proven quarterback, like I said, Kirk Cousins is a dude that I would be targeting. If I'm looking for a dude that's a veteran that could come in and provide a lot of job security, but doesn't ruffle too many feathers. But if I need him to come out there and win, he can win. I'm going Tyrod Taylor. That's kind of my mindset right now initially. But I'm still kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I ain't all the way in off-season preparation just yet. Deke is all the way there, though. He's locked in.
Mason over Russ.
Yeah, Deke's all the way in.
I'm telling you, like, I think outside of you trading for Justin Herbert, you know what I mean, something like that, which we're not going to do, like, bring back Mason. That is my first priority when addressing the quarterback room. No. That's how I would do it. That's how I'd handle it. Frio J. Would you guys consider trading Minka? He's a leader and a star on our team, but while he was out, we still had some success on the back end. And we'd be able to free up a lot of cap, and we'd get a first for him. Thoughts?
That's an interesting perspective. Me personally, I wouldn't, but I could definitely understand you looking at him as an asset and saying, well, right now, this asset still has a lot of value. It is still very healthy. And for the most part, it's not going to break the bank if another team is picking him up, you know what I mean, in terms of his contract. Now, it's a new contract, but it's not, record-breaking highest paid now. You know what I mean? Like,
just because of the position.
Because of the position.
Like $30 million. It's
right.
I think $18 million a year.
Yeah.
17,
so
18.
you can get away with it. So if the Steelers were going to just try to look to bring in and flip that asset, and if they're thinking to themselves, man, you rather move on from it sooner than hold it too long, sure, but I don't think that's the case with Minka. Minka, to me, is in the heart of his prime. Was he banged up more this year? Yes. And if you think that that's one of the things that might continue to happen more often, then sure, you look at them and you say, all right, let's move this asset. But if you think that he can stay healthy, you would much rather have this proven product, and we know the impact he has, whereas we think of prior to him getting here when it was Sean Davis, when it was Shamarko Thomas, when it was Mike Mitchell, right? And just the trio, even a Morgan Burnett, if I remember correctly, for a time, right? It just felt different than when Minka got here. Even when we talked about the same defense at one point, Sean Davis getting hurt, sub out, Minka sub in, it just felt different. That's my whole thing. Sean Davis a second-round pick, right? Mike Mitch, second-round pick. Some of these dudes, man, draft picks, right? So it's like, I just kind of lean more on if it's proven and I got it already, let me rock with that. For at least right now.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. You're
and that's like elite tier. Like he's not doing no
Minka,
regular. You're
keeping Minka unless, like you said, for whatever reason you think these injuries are going to continue to pop up.
Yeah.
Now, how could you know that?
Right.
I don't know. Whether you got some type of inside source like they're saying on, Juju's knees, he's got these bad knees. I'm not hearing anything like that with Minka.
So that's my thing.
I don't think anyone is. Stan Claire joined the upper room yesterday.
Shout out to Stan.
No, that's today.
That's today.
We're still on today. We're back on today.
We just got to today. We on today now, though, man. These past couple ones been today. So I'm like, yo, my goal is
we're getting there.
My goal is to get as much as it's done, but we do got to be done by 7. Can't keep
7. I think we can.
I can't keep going past that. You know what I'm saying? It's bad for business. That's all I'm saying. It's bad for business. I don't want to get on the bad side. All right. So Stan Claire, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Salute you, baby.
Q, Just curious when the OC interview process is going to start because, man, we need on that. Won't call empty on the goal. Okay. Because, man, we need one that won't call empty on the goal line. It makes me sick every time I see it.
I'm sure they are going to be starting their interview process sooner rather than later. We're seeing some teams already doing it. Teams that didn't make the postseason, I think, have already started interviewing head coaches and stuff like that, coordinators. So, yeah, I'm sure, man, it'll start popping up. Definitely will, man.
Your boy Dev, I'm glad the Steelers-Bills game wasn't played on Saturday. It would have ruined my 30th birthday. Instead, it just ruined MLK's birthday. Oh, well.
Hey, shout out to your boy Dev having a dope 30th. Happy birthday to you in MLK. Yeah, man.
Coincidence, the game got moved to that day.
I thought that he did it. I thought that it was beautiful because it was his dream. We had black and white and every other in between out there singing the same song. Let's go Buffalo. The Bills make me want to shout. You feel me? So it was good to see us all be able to just unite like that, man. So I'm with you on that. From the rooftops, let freedom ring from the rooftops. Make sure you learn the shout song and for the rooftops. Let's go Buffalo. That's what they said. Your boy Dev also said this earlier. He says, is inside linebacker position that rookies can come in and ball out with the question mark, or do you need a few years under your belt first in order to know what type of guy they'll be? I honestly think that inside linebackers can come in as rookies and have a ton of success. The big question to me is less about their athleticism and how physical they are. It's more so about their mentality. If they're able to process the information and can do that fast enough, then yeah, you watch Jack Campbell playing in Detroit. He processes the information, he sees what he's supposed to see, and he's very consistent with his eyes. So that's why he's able to play out there. All of us at this level are ultra athletic, ultra fast, ultra strong. But that's what separates you, is who can think and who can process that information in the most high stressful situations and still play at that same speed, power, fearlessness. A lot of dudes struggle at this level though because they're processing the information too slow. And when you're processing the information, you can't play fast because you can't go because you don't know which way to go. You don't know how to use this speed. How do I run 4-3 right when I don't know if I should go right or left or backwards or forwards? And then you see guys that aren't as fast. Oh, this guy runs 4.5, 4.6. But how is he beating this dude? Oh, because he knows where he's going. So he's moving faster because I'm going right now where you're waiting to react. So that's my only thing with inside linebackers is rookies. And that's my big just hesitancy about rookies in general. How quickly do they process that information that's given to them and what they're seeing in the field while these games are happening? Because it is so fast. And I think it shocks a lot of these young dudes when they get up here because they've been great athletes everywhere. But at this level, it doesn't matter how great of an athlete you are when we all are like that. That's not 4.3 isn't scary. 4.2 isn't scary. You've seen it. So now what do you do to make your 4.2 different than his 4.2 and his 4.2 and his 4.2 and his 4.2? Because that's practice squad. He's cut. He's a vet. He's a Pro Bowler. He's an All-Pro, and that's a future first ballot Hall of Famer. So what's the difference, right? So it's like I said, that mindset, man. But I like the question though. And then Mike Hood also, because he was just like right in front of that Q1, says J.J. Watt went off on PFF today on Pat McAfee's show. It was great. He was speaking facts. Shout out to all Ask TG who's he trading. LOL. What he said, Deontay. Cool. He's like, that could be packaged with Kitty. So we got that answer. Yes.
Let's go. UW says Moats with the revisionist history. 7 never got those flags.
Hey, man, you saw an occasion where Josh Allen got a call, man. And y'all are looking at that and you want to hold him off of blood, and that's fair. If we go and for every one time that Ben got a call and held that and said, look, he got a call, y'all be over here looking at me the same way I'm looking at y'all. That's all. But y'all don't watch Josh like that, and I don't expect y'all to. This is Steelers Nation. You feel me? We watch Steelers. All I'm saying is I'm a little more in tune. That's it, man.
7 didn't get calls, though. I mean, it was egregious. Him and Cam Newton, probably, like in terms of 2-star quarterbacks that wouldn't get calls, like in their heyday prime compared to all the other guys. It was stupid. Christian 15213 Moats, I love you, man. As a defender, you can't be thinking that hard to make a tackle.
And that's also true.
It's not fair to give him a psych move to make the D hesitate. It's fake slide. Remove the slide, period. Whoa.
So my thing is this. Is sliding something that running backs can't do? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen running backs in the open field at the end of the games when they're ready to give themselves up.
Right,
Najee Harris did against the Seattle Seahawks. Right? let's not act like the slide is just exclusive to quarterbacks. It is not. The rules are the rules. We just look at it because they typically are the ones that are faced with this more often than not. And that's why we get, hyper emotional or passionate about this particular rule. But there is nothing that keeps any player out there from sliding. Stephon Diggs did it multiple times in the game versus the Steelers when he would catch it on the perimeter, juke. And when he felt like dude was about to come and hit him, what did he do? Drop down to the ground, give himself up. What's the difference? That's my only thing. What's the difference? He did it at the last minute too, right? He runs every single time too, right? And the defenders didn't run down there and jive and try to hit him. What was the difference? That's all I'm trying to figure out.
Christian 15213, that skeezy ref. Well, if you, I'll be honest. If you wanted me to answer, I missed the first part of what you were saying.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good, bro.
Like
No, you're good. You're good. No, trust me, you're good. I was just like, what's the difference though? Like, yeah.
If you brought up the two scenarios again, I will
trust me, you're good.
If I do think.
Trust me, you're good, bro. You're good.
I literally missed it.
You're good. You're good.
In tune with the chat.
You're good, bro.
And
you're good.
Things organized.
And
here.
I was over here looking at this clock like, bro, don't take too long with this, Moses. Get it in and out. Get it in and out. You spending too much time. That's what I was like. You spending way too much time.
Christian 15213, that skeezy ref was fighting for it to be PI until New York said only holding.
Yeah.
That's when I knew it was rigged. Watch the tape.
But did the call get? Was it the correct call that was made? You said New York overruled it, right? That's like, I don't know what we're arguing about because we're not really arguing. What are we trying to specifically say? Was it we're just trying to make it that it was a conspiracy? Is that what you're searching for? Like that? I'm confused. Or are we saying that that was the wrong call? It shouldn't have been holding, like, because they didn't call it PI. Regardless of what the dude was hollering about, the call was the correct call. They called defensive holding. That was my whole thing. But what are we just
I don't think
trying
it should
to?
have been a flag at all.
All right, cool.
Christian, back at it. Says, I heard the ref had sexual relations with the governor.
Oh, I got you, though. I see what in the GO. I like it.
Christian also says, the only thing I will say about our performance, they was standing around on D, and Terrell should be fired for that.
I thought the refs should have just been thrown off for allowing them to stand around on defense like that. That's what I thought.
Phantom TV. Who do we want at OC? Greg Roman or Bieniemy?
Not be enemy. If we had to pick, right?
Between those two, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I do not want Greg Roman.
Yeah, I don't want that offense, bro. I'm good on that one, man.
Push Momentum, Arthur Deke, TG, and chat. How are y'all? Mr. Jack Myers Jr. Hashtag.
Turn up.
Ambition Live at
Turn
Rivers
up.
Casino, February 23rd, 2024, 8 p.m. to midnight.
Turn
Lions,
up.
Texans, Super Bowl, ?
It's like a watered down Coke, personally. My little brother be happy, though. So I'm just being real. You know, I got peoples with Detroit. Shout out to Kelvin Shepard. That's my dude. Bro, he coaching his tail off over there, man. Got Antoine Rudolph over there. Like, damn. But I don't want to watch no Lions in Texas Super Bowl. I'm just being real with you.
Mike Hood, should be new rules for QBs. Run after the line of scrimmage. Now you're running back, period. Want to be QB, then QB. Otherwise, they should be fair game.
How is that rule not the case? That is the case. The whole issue is when they're deciding to go down with the slide or give themselves up and defenders are still running. Typically, we don't see running backs give themselves up. Typically, we don't see receivers give themselves up. But when they do, everybody still reacts the same way. You can't hit them when they drop to the ground. Doesn't matter when it happens. You just can't do it.
Christian. Hell no. Mason, let me break it down.
Hey, now.
KP8 ain't ready. You want Steeler Nation to chant Mason every game when Kenny is rolling around. Missing the middle. FA perception, Mason.
Respect.
So he wants Mason?
That's what he sounds like. He wants Mason. He's like, I don't care about the perception of Kenny being a first rounder. He's like, yo, if you don't want fans hollering for Mason every time Kenny is out there, then you need to go ahead and make that move to make sure it is Mason.
Also says, I told you Mason has a locker room, and GP said the same thing without saying the same thing. The entire locker room was saying the same thing. KP8 needs to check himself because he ain't ready. Man.
They at your dog today, bro.
Yeah.
They at your dog heavy today. But it's cause and effect because your dog keep doing stuff to open up these convos, and now when you get their comments with what he's been acting like, you start to paint this picture of, well, what was up with Seattle? Why you really ain't learned that information the other week? Okay. Just gets weird.
Christian, I'm going to take a step further. There were talks about benching KP.
And this is accurate.
Canada got fired.
This is accurate.
Mike was upset by that, and who was to blame? That could be why KP was upset, because Mike said you out here getting people fired.
Well, you know, I've stated that comment. I didn't know that Coach T said that, but that has been a comment that has been stated. Yes. Just like regardless of your personal feelings about the coaches and the players, it's like, no, that's, yeah. Football people look at that and say, yeah, you getting people fired. I get that part. I definitely get that part. But I don't think that, I mean, it's speculation because we don't know what that, if that was a true conversation between them or anything like that. But yeah.
Christian, last comment. This, in a way, and love him, is Ben's fault. All right, no more comments for you.
Christian off the top rope. Listen, Christian 15213. I thought I was digging you yesterday. Oh, you was all the way in there today. Yeah.
We should have cut him off before that last comment.
Christian 15213 off the. Yeah. I love it, bro. Let's ride.
828 Style has two more to close us out.
Shout out to 828 Style, man. Shout out to
gonna be
you.
good timing.
Salute you.
He says KP8 shows he's not a Steeler. He ran from adversity.
I'm not going to say that he's not a Steeler. I will just say that right now, he is giving himself a great opportunity to have a heck of a redo. All right? How do you come out of this? What you put yourself, all the stuff surrounding you, whether it's play, whether it's, maturity, or just handling the media, right? You've created a perfect opportunity to get your arc, right? To have your story of being an underdog now, because prior to this, man, you've been viewed as the guy. You've been viewed as the prom king. You've been viewed as the sheltered, pampered, all the other stuff they say about him, right? Oh, it's handed to him. Oh, you're the first rounder. Oh, you came from Pitt. Oh, it's this. All right, cool. All that's been taken away now, right? To an extent, you're in your lowest of lows in your professional career at this stage of your career. All right, great. The story is dope when you got more adversity to overcome, bro. So I kind of look at it like that. But I'm not saying that he's running away from adversity. I'm not saying that he's not a Steeler. No. This is going to give him a legitimate opportunity, though, to show what he is. I think that's the true thing. I want to see, man, all right, when you in the season and it's hot, it's tough at times, man, to be professional. It's tough at times to show up every single day and do it right. But now you're going to have about a couple of months to sit back, get your stuff together personally, professionally, and everything in between. And then after that, man, come out here and put your best foot forward. Because if you really want to have this lifestyle and have it work the way it's supposed to, where it can do some certain things for you, open some doors and change your life, bro, you going to have to be more locked in. But if you keep going the way that you're going right now, bro, hey, it's a long list of dudes that have failed, man. And yeah, don't take them long to end up on the outside of this thing trying to get back in, man. So that's how I look at Kenny, man. But I ain't going to say he ain't no Steeler. I'm say he in the heart of something right now, but we're going to find out about him, man.
In fact, everything based off of what we've seen on the field with him, like, dude's a tough guy.
Yeah.
Dude's overcome adversity. You know what I mean? All that stuff. So, like, I mean.
But yeah, you can't act like we haven't seen certain things at this level that kind of refute that.
Well, we're talking. Yeah, we're talking about the report about not wanting to go in Seattle. What's the real truth behind that?
People have questioned his toughness in terms of him just getting injured and not being able to come back to games. That too. It's more than that, bro. We know that. I'm with you, but it's fair what they are bringing up. We don't got to agree with it, but it is fair. Because they're going to look at how 7 played through certain injuries that 7 had, and we looking at these injuries, and we like, bro, that math don't math. We know that. It's always like we can't say he tough. And it's like, well, what is that then? Because we know what that was. We seen what that thing was leaking, and it never came.
He's played through injuries though.
True.
Too.
I guess that's why I said it's in the middle of something where we about to see what it's gonna rise to, man. And left it at that. It's like, yeah, we side on his side because we ride with him, of course. If you don't use easier to lie on that side too. So that's why I'm like, bro, both things could be true.
Yeah, I just thought going as far to say he's not a Steeler.
Yeah,
I think that's a stretch.
That's why I'm with you. I'm like, I'm not going there.
As he handled everything perfectly over the last 3-4 weeks, that could be up for debate. And honestly, some of the reports that are out there on how he's handled it could be up for debate too.
Yeah.
Speculation behind the scenes stuff that we don't know.
Don't look at me.
What?
I don't know what you.
I'm talking about the whole Seattle thing. I mean, he refuted it, and
that's what he said, bro. We can only go off of what they're saying. That's it. We can only go off his word.
Yeah, he refuted it. No one's talked about it directly. It's just a bunch of reporters.
That's it, man.
Throwing stuff out there.
That's it. And he said, if he said what he said, we just acknowledging what he said. We ain't gonna put words in his mouth. That's what he said. So we read it, man.
Ep.528 style. Hey, Moats, I'm rooting for.
That's a buffalo.
Is that a bull?
That's
emoji?
a buffalo. It's a buffalo.
That looks like a Chicago bull.
No, it's definitely a buffalo. It's a Billy buffalo.
Almost looks like a moose, too.
It's like a big, massive Billy buffalo. That's what I think that is. It's definitely Buffy. Mm-hmm. That's Billy. That's Billy the Buff.
That's a bull.
That's definitely Billy the Buff.
He says he's rooting for the Bulls to win it all now, because if they do, I know I'm about to get some of that millionaire money of yours.
Chill. Don't do me like that. Why you gotta put the M on me, man? Don't do me like that. I'm chill. I'm just a guy that knows a guy. All right? That's it. It's a guy that knows a guy. But, I appreciate you always from the heart. And I think that's a great investment, man. All right? Big Deke investment?
Nah.
Put it all on the bills. That's what he said. Big Deke investment, man.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not coming from the real Deke, if you heard it somewhere.
That's what word on the street is that, though. That's word on the street, bro. Word on the street. I like it there, man. I like it. Did we catch up on all the supers? Was that all of them? Did we catch up? I think we saw it. We good?
Everything's good.
Go. No super chat left unturned. You know what time we was on, all right? So once again, man, we greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all these past 2 days rocking with us like crazy. Of course, we back in the saddle, man. Final day of the week tomorrow, man. So tell a friend to tell a friend. But like I said, we're going to keep these convos going, man, as it pertains throughout this offseason. Roster, right? Internally, what we thinking, man, with these players, coaching staff, who coming back, who we bringing in, all right? Then after that, we transitioning, got to get that draft talk, prospects, all that good stuff in between. Combine, et cetera, et cetera. So keep rocking with us, man. Just because the season end does not mean that we stop, all right? So hit that like button one more time on the back end. Don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, baby.
Peace.